depending on how many Hammer coins the posts are, we kind of get the attention of the post and look through it a little bit in more detail. And we take this into account for the promotions in the RP ranking system we have on the Discord.
Social credit.
If you haven't used it yet, the Hammer coin is exactly looking like the avatar of the Discord itself, the little Hammurabi icon of the statue. I think that's it for me. We're just waiting for the Magisterium to join, and then we're good to go.
It's like
Could
Thank
I,
you,
could I,
Dad.
could I go and speak to some players?
What, like 3?
What?
Could I go speak to Hastings and Raina, please?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Why is a
So
non-Empire member trying to make a faction against the Emperor in the
no,
Empire? You're
that
the
is
part
a
of- what are you talking?
It's Wesdam.
Wesdam.
It's Wesdam.
I'm sorry, what? Did you just suggest we're not in the Empire? Who was that?
I-
Who was that? I would have your name!
What happened to you?
The moon party, the dove party, the wolf party, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, the
god.
wolf party, yeah.
Why wolf?
That fits in with the other two.
Hey,
the other two now.
read the backstory. Read the lore, then it makes canonical sense. Someone hasn't been reading my giant Diplo posts.
I had the lore.
No one needs to
Anbennar uses wolves.
Guys,
so wolf party
Wesdam already isn't ruled by true Silmunas. It's not like they're actually in the
Yeah,
Empire.
yeah. I mean, also,
Oh my
like, dude,
God,
I've been
I'm
empress
dying
for like
today.
a couple
I can't do
months,
this
man.
anymore.
Damn.
We're-
Nobody.
We have the biggest claim in all of
Yeah,
Anbennar. Our
Hardly
name
the
actually
game,
means
yeah.
something, unlike those in Istralore.
You are not
You have
ruled
ruled
by
for
You betrayed everyone.
Betrayed them! Istralore was a tyrant then, and they're a tyrant now. We did what was necessary.
How are they a
I
tyrant?
was a vassal of the Duchy of Bavaria, fighting loyally under my liege. I do not see how that is in any way objectionable.
No ruler
on
of
the other
Wesdam
hand,
is a
in
true
West-
Silmuna.
Let's be honest, the most loyal Wesdam lasts for about 2 minutes. Before
Yes.
I
Not a
mean,
big deal.
The Silmuna
at least I
family
didn't
line.
betray my own house and have them massacred. Like,
The
Wesdam would have
Silmuna
been
family
5
line.
seconds since they last betrayed the Empire.
The Silmuna family line died in the Lilac
That being
Wars.
said,
No
actually,
ruler.
actually out of
Wesdam
roleplay,
is a
if
true
you read the
Silmuna.
backstory, it's much more complicated than that now. So,
Actually. Shut up.
Read the backstory. It's
How dare, first of all, we don't do nuance here. Nuance is stupid. That's the
sir,
first-
sir, you are in the wrong server if that is the case. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's called sarcasm.
I know.
Why is it so difficult?
Sarcasm? I've never heard of it. What is? What does
It's a scanny thing. Don't worry. You get that after you kill enough orcs.
Also, how's it going, guys? We are
continuing
continuing with the Anbennar game today. It's gonna be an interesting one. There's been a lot of Diplo that's happened this week, and
Sarcasm is illegal.
it's gonna end up being, I think, pretty interesting.
Begging for
So
mercy,
you're playing the
you
Elder Scrolls mod,
pretend
this is
as
a
like a
boxer.
joke.
No, it's a mod for Anbennar, which is like it's an EU4 mod. It's like a fantasy kind of thing. So it's pretty interesting. The Elder Scrolls mod comes out in
Why is that?
3
Is that
weeks.
a problem, bro?
We are gonna run a game of that as well, but that is not
Orcs
unfortunately
are
out
just
yet.
literally weeds
So,
in the garden.
yeah.
We're just pruning. them.
Greco, did you ever play Elder
Sarcasm-
Kings 1?
Sarcasm is when you kill the Empire.
But yeah. I'll go over kind of what's
Sarcasm is when
happened
you
this
kill the
week with this
Emperor
stuff.
and-
Again, there's been
and his
a
children.
lot. So
No, we save those to fight a war against. And
we
then-
shall see.
in line with the orc thing.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Let's kill the emperor and his wife. But I don't know. Like in the next room,
What's
his
up, Alex?
child heir is sitting. But let's not kill.
Yeah,
him.
no, we leave him alive because that's the sarcastic part.
The NATO expansion is the name Dawn.
Yeah.
I believe it fell apart in the. What's up, Bone Francis?
Statement things.
I believe
No
it
questions
collapsed.
allowed. No
My
questions
understanding, I think, of
allowed.
the. Oh man, it's
Yeah.
too loud in here. The ending of the MD game, I believe, had I think NATO collapsed. The UK and Poland, I know, pulled out to create a separate faction because Russia's been obviously very aggressive. They got Zernovsky in charge. They're nationalistic, and after that, NATO didn't have a strong response. So I think it split up entirely. Who were you playing in that game, Alex? I don't remember. What's up, Lollipop? How's it going? But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and mute so I can talk about this. This should be an interesting game. I want to explain the backstory a little bit. I'll stop shit talking in the general. those pre-game lobbies are always cancerous. But what's basically happened is there were two major factions. There is the current Empress, who is Istralor and their allies, which I believe is Moonhaven and Varen. And then there's the old Emperor, which was Wex, who lost the recent election, and so he's no longer in power. However, Wex isn't interested in getting the Empire title back, but he wants to start the Fifth Lilac War, which is another giant civil war, due to the fact that there's a big rivalry between Wex and Istralor, these two guys. We were going to stay completely out of it. I'd planned on going colonial and going navy and just going to the New World and not being involved. Unfortunately, no longer the case. Over this week in all the Diplo posts, which if you've seen the Discord, you've seen them. There's always a ton of them. It was basically the Empress of Istralor, as soon as she was crowned, implemented a bunch of really wild reforms. Like, and I'm talking wild. She basically attempted to centralize the Empire, and then she basically promised a bunch of stuff to a bunch of her allies and no one else. So it was very what's the word? Nepotistic. The big one that concerned us was the proclamation she made regarding Elantir, which is the New World. It's the colonial, basically, area in this mod, which is that her good friend and ally Moonhaven will be solely responsible for administering colonizing of Elantir. Basically, you can't colonize anywhere without their permission. That means we can't colonize without running everything by Moonhaven. Not gonna happen. As such, I initially suggested that we might support Wex, but he didn't want to be Emperor, so it kind of fell apart. So as a result, we have formed a third party. So there's the Moon Party, which is Istralor. There's the Dove Party, which is independent. There's the Wexnard Party, and then we just formed the Wolf Party, which is the fourth one. We currently have the backing of several groups. I think people may be watching this stream who are playing, so I'm not going to say who it is. But we do have some pretty major backing right now, and we are going to make an attempt to gain the Empress title for our granddaughter. Our second son recently died. We are currently RPing the Regent of Madelaire, Reyna. She's really old. But her granddaughter is young and will be coming of age. So we're going to make a play for the Emperorship out of roleplay. I don't really want it. I don't. It's Emperor or in any sort of role like that. It's a lot of hassle and roleplay. But I don't want the Empire to be centralized, and I don't want to get just cucked out of colonizing. So what my plans here are, if we're successful, is that we're going to get placed upon the Dove throne. We're going to become Empress for one generation. And then after that, we're not going to seek to remain in the Empress. So we're going to actively try and lose the election after that. I just want to ensure that we can stop the centralizing reforms and that we can be allowed to colonize how we want. And if we get that, we're fine. So that is the state of things. It's pretty wild. It's been a wild week. So we'll see how this goes. Greeks love the Elder Scrolls and Assassin's Creed games. They're basically the full games that we play. Hell yeah. I get Assassin's Creed. What's up, Commander? How you doing? My opinion on Equestria Warbot for Roy4, it'd be funny for RP on it. I've never tried RPing on it, but it's a well-made mod, that's for sure. Right now I'm playing the United States single player, and I saw there's no way for me to explain NATO what happened. They removed a bunch of those features. America basically got like an updated half focus tree. They got updated, as you know. Their focus tree is different now, but it's really only half of like the full thing. So they removed a bunch of those features that they'll add with 1.8, which is a shame. They cut out these space focuses too, which really kind of screws over that element of the game, which was one of my favorites. So it's a real shame. But yeah, all right. This is a pretty big game. 46 players. We lost the DM. One second, let me respond to these. There's a lot of diplomacy going on, so I need to make sure that all this is maintained. All right, here we go. Vicky 3 soon. Yeah, a couple weeks. I will be going back full time. Did y'all see Paradox release tutorial videos for Vicky 3? One of the big reasons I haven't been streaming so much is I've been working on a bunch of tutorial series. The Hoy ones I put out, mostly. I've got a couple more of those to put out. And I had basically prepared almost a full Victoria 3 tutorial series. Unfortunately, Paradox themselves have put one out, so it's effectively rendered that completely useless. So all that fucking time I put in is gone. It sucks. All right, we'll go back real quick.
Accept or deny.
Okay, Dino, you here? Where's Dino?
Guys, I think a bunch of nations have eye on. Look at the playout map mode.
Yeah. This is a rehost, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is.
Waited too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's always an issue if the lobbies.
Oh yeah, I have also desynced apparently.
Okay, so I guess we rehost.
Yes.
I'm completely
Yes.
fine.
Is it a bugged lobby?
So hang on, what do we
Can
need
we
to
agree?
do? Don't
No,
bug
We are
me.
rehosting.
No.
All right, it's getting very loud. I guess we have a bugged lobby, so we're gonna rehost. Yeah, I will be doing a roleplay tutorial for Vicky 3. It's one of the videos I had planned. I'll just talk about it. I had 4 videos planned. I was gonna do a political tutorial, like I always do, an economic tutorial, a military tutorial, and then a roleplay tutorial. I had gotten most of them. They've all been written. I voiced actually a lot of them already, and I just had to edit them, but we'll see. I don't know. I may cut them down and still release parts of them if those Paradox tutorials don't cover everything. We'll see. But if Paradox has a good tutorial series out, I don't really feel a reason for it. Especially given they were very well made. The guy who voiced them was hard to listen to, but they were very well made tutorials. So, yeah, it's a shame. How are you supposed to make a tutorial for a game that hasn't even been released yet? Well, there's ways to learn how to play Vicky 3. I gotta say, I'm really liking this Anbennar game for one singular reason. There's actual really good politics. Like, a lot of our games suffer from a lot of things, roleplay-wise. The biggest is, like, I enjoy roleplay. The reason I play a roleplay game instead of going and just playing some single-player for fun is that you can't replicate the political, like, scheming and intrigue and the politics that you get in a roleplay game. You can't. You don't get that in single-player at all. And, like, I love storytelling. But it's the politics and the scheming aspect that really appeals to me about roleplay. And when you get those games, they're so fucking fun. This current Anbennar game I like because we're all squished into basically like the fantasy HRE. And it's very competitive. So we've just had so much fucking diplomacy and just like intrigue and all that kind of stuff. And it's really nice. I'm really enjoying this a lot. I'm hoping this continues. I'll be honest, I have been getting a little bit burned down on multiplayer just because I get tired of map painting and just constant warmongering. It gets really old after a while. A lot of people play these games for those reasons, but I do really get tired of people who show up in roleplay games and just, they don't do that shit. So it's a breath of fresh air to have a game like this, which is nice. Also, I think there's a good chance we will not win this. We are going to fight the Empress. I think there's a good chance we'll lose, which will be interesting. Just because we might get fucked pretty hard. I don't know what we'll do at that point. I still want to go colonial. Is this a real playable mod? This one we're playing right now, or which one, Greco? I enjoy Pain and Millennium Dawn as Afghanistan early 2000 because Pain and Army Pain. They're brutal, man. The AI has been changed. In the multiplayer RP game we did yesterday for Millennium Dawn, Afghanistan actually got puppeted by Pakistan and they both went to war with Iran. And they were all AI too, so yeah. Fighting in Afghanistan is brutal. I don't recommend it. There was a dev clash in Anbennar. Oh yeah, then the Paradox devs did it, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a very well made mod. I'd never really heard of it before, but I think 6 months back, Krieger introduced it to me. We tried to run a game in the server of Anbennar like 6 months ago. It didn't really go because we announced it. We ran the first session and Anbennar announced an update to the mod like a week later. So we had to restart the game and a lot of people got very pissed about that and we just didn't continue, which was a shame. But it's a great mod. Now that I've played it a fair bit, I've been playing a lot by myself just in single player. It's really good. I mean, the lore on it is fantastic. The roleplay capability is incredible. They have mods planned for CK3 and Victoria 3 too, which is pretty fucking cool, man. Like, I think doing a saved... Like, sometime we gotta do an Anbennar Grand campaign. CK3 to EU4 to Vicky 3 and then to Stellaris potentially too. That'd be a lot of fun. Yeah. Elder Scrolls 1 for CK3 looks really fucking cool. Oh, it looks incredible, yeah. Which will make many of the rulers in towns not canon. Yeah, they are doing their own lore. I wanted to make a lore compendium page for them on our website, but I knew that we couldn't do it before launch because there's no canon to follow. They're making all their own shit, so we basically just have to wait till launch to figure out who is who, which is interesting. I mean, I think it's pretty cool. What's up, Pudiva? Irony is if you play Afghanistan, you get lend-lease from countries sympathetic to you. You get that with any. The AI in William Dawn are coded to just throw lend-leases everywhere as long as there's a war, if we're being honest. All right, let's see if the ID is up yet. It is up. It's all custom homebrew setting. Yes. Yep, absolutely. It's interesting. It is basically a D&D setting. I've heard people try and say it's not. That's not true. This is basically like an alternative lore D&D. I mean, there's definitely more like racial lore differences, and the gods act very differently and things like that. But it is based off the D&D source canon, so which is good because it makes. I think it's good because it allows people to roleplay it better. I think most people have played Dungeons and Dragons, some variant of it. And a lot of people have a little speck of experience and comfort with D&D roleplay. So that makes Anbennar really good because what I find in a lot of our games that we run for roleplay is that people just don't have experience. So they don't know how to get into it. They don't know how to roleplay it. They can map paint, but they don't know how to really get into it. But with Anbennar, most people already have a tie-in, which is D&D. So they're naturally a little bit, I think, more comfortable with the races, the setting, just the general theme of things, which is really useful. So it's pretty cool. Is it true that the next Millennium Dawn update will update the Russian focus tree? Yes. This is a good mod. Orcs are OP. Yeah, they're pretty strong. No one beats Ivanbar though. They're most OP. Just saying.
There's no real easy way to say it.
Thanks for the resub, Moose. Glad your internet's back.
Look,
Hope you're not too flooded there.
The
The EU game was solid yesterday. It went pretty good. We actually ran a little bit late because people wanted to keep going. It's been very solid. We had very few issues. We did have a bit of a kerfuffle with some issues yesterday, but it was solved very quickly. Again, I'm just GCing that game. I'm not streaming it because I'm only GCing it. We've had a lot of really shitty MD games lately. There's been a lot of just drama and people doing stupid shit. It's been a while since we've had like a consistent good MD game, so I just wanted to MD, like GC a good game. So we just had one that wouldn't end in disaster. And, you know, I know that if I GC it, it'll be solid, so, yeah. JB and the creator of the modern lore even said it's loosely based off of D&D, specifically on a homebrew campaign he made in college based around Eskin and the nation of Corintor to run a party that was in that campaign. Yeah, no, it is absolutely based off of D&D, which is good. I mean, like, there's so much lore already built out of D&D, and there's so much homebrew stuff to go off of. I mean, like, it's really hard to run out of creativity in regards to those sorts of settings unless you really try, you know? But, all right, we are starting. I do have to go do a fuckload of Diplo because we are making a play for the Empress ship, so be warned. There will be a lot of Diplo today, and then a giant warp, most likely.
No, half the players didn't show up to the lobby.
It's even worse.
Man.
It's even worse.
It's even worse than last.
Why did we start so
we
quickly?
Have neither Wex nor Istral.
We have 29 players desynced.
Let's not join them all. Let's do it.
Yeah, we should
hard
join them.
All right, I don't know what's going on. This is a bit of a clusterfuck. But anyway, more time to chill. Had a little flooding, but we were only like 10 minutes from being 18 feet underwater. Jesus, man. Are you pretty close to the coastline then, Moose, I assume? You should become the Shadow Ruler, not directly rule the Empire. Yes, we are. Because we're, at this point, I'm mainly role-playing the Regent, Reyna Metalair. She's not technically. In the roleplay, Rain Silmuna is not in charge. It's actually going to be Reyna Silmuna. He is basically just the governor underneath Metalair. I don't really want to just, like, rely on the mechanics of EU4. It's going to ruin the roleplay I want to do. So, Brian Silmuna is going to get edited out in between sessions. Reyna Silmuna is our actual heir. She is the daughter of Lawrence Silmuna. So she will be taking over. She's the one we're going to try and put on the throne. And we are currently role-playing Reyna Metalair, who's the Duchess of Metalair. She would be the grandmother of the current heir, Reyna. So it's a little bit complicated. There's been a lot of lore. I've done a lot of Diplo posts. I wrote way too many paragraphs of lore this week because I really got into this game. Yeah, we're right off the coast. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're safe, man. Those hurricanes are just getting worse. I don't know why we started so quick. That was really weird. Can y'all hear the music in the game, by the way? I need to know if I need to turn on other music or not. I'm not too sure. We still have loans? We're going to need to build some more ships, too. Our main strength is going to be our Navy. Like, we do have a solid military. We've got 12,000 from Wesdam. We've got 6,000 from Madelaire, which will obviously attach to our own troops. We don't have good generals. The one thing we do have is a good Navy. I built 3 heavy ships because I still thought in EU4 you needed heavy ships to explore. I was notified that's not the case. Apparently now in EU4, or apparently you always could, I never realized this, I guess, is that you can actually explore light ships, which is better. I never knew that. So I built us 3 heavy ships to explore, which won't be used. Thankfully, we're about to fight a giant naval war, so they will come in useful, I guess. And we may or may not decommission them at the end of this war, so we'll see. We do not have hurricanes here, but we do get some bad storms in the wintertime, but there was some very bad flooding in Crete this week. Man, I already talked about that, but I would love to visit Crete. It's so nice. Hamu, question. How big is Anbennar map? It's fucking big. I can't show you the full thing right now. It's about the size of the EU4 map, I'd say. I think it's at exactly the same size. The New World is definitely smaller. The New World, I think, would probably just be the size of maybe North America if you put it all together. Maybe the Central region, too. But beyond that, the East is absolutely massive. There's a ton of territory. I think the whole map size is probably around that of EU4, the vanilla version. The landmass is less, but not a ridiculous amount. It's pretty big. There's a lot in it. There's a lot of lore over it, the whole thing, too, which is really pretty cool. So, we shall see. Alright, Kalen wants to do some Diplo. Let's go find him.
We're all surrounded by their forces. Like, if you look on the map, and we're probably going to be fighting the Magisterium.
Greetings!
Well. Oh, greetings. I'll keep moving again. Greetings.
This is the ambassador at the Imperial Court of Wex from my liege, Reina II of Madelaire. What can I do for you? You summoned me.
You wish to speak to us?
Sorry?
You wish to speak to us, did you not?
Out of roleplay, I just said we can talk if you want to. If you wanted clarification. Like, out of roleplay, what's happening is, my understanding is Kalen has made it clear he doesn't want the Emperorship title. He's fighting a war of revenge. Given the instability and chaos within the Empire right now, we're going to be trying to put Reina Silmuna onto the throne. So I wanted to clarify that because it seemed like you were uncertain.
Oh, I'm not uncertain. It isn't his main goal to get the Emperorship, but it is definitely one of the goals under the revenge.
Yeah,
revenge
you've been role playing it, and every statement I've heard has suggested he only wants revenge. So I'm only gonna go off of that role play. So as such, we are gonna be pushing for the Silmuna on the throne.
After the war is done, I will be pushing for myself. If that's
completely reasonable, but again, I can only go off of what you roleplayed, and you roleplayed you wanted revenge, and it seemed to us like it was just absolute chaos. There would be no proper Emperor Empress. There's only the Tyrant right now. We need someone to stabilize things. So yeah, that's why this has happened.
Okay.
So Did you want a roleplay, or did you just want the clarification, or what's up?
Yeah, I wanted the clarification. I thought you were making another party like the Dove party.
Oh, I am. It's the Wolf Party. I mean, we're pushing Reign of Silmuna towards the throne.
But what in the case of war with Istalor and the Rose Party and the Moon Party?
We're gonna fight the Empress. She's a tyrant, and then when the war is done, we will attempt to get Reign of Silmuna placed upon the Dove throne.
So that means an alliance between us would make somewhat of.
We're not hostile to you, so we could work together to a degree, but we are an independent faction now.
We can work together to dethrone a tyrant and then decide later who gets to be on the new throne.
That would be agreeable. There's no reason we can't cooperate to a degree. So, if you want to do that, we can roleplay that, or I can come back later or whatever.
I agree.
Cool. Very well. Oh, apparently party names were made. I'm going to go ahead and make a wolf party. PC.
So yeah, if we have more support on our side, on the side against Istralor, we can definitely do this. Without your help, we don't have the navy to secure the crossings.
We have already made deals with several other nations I will not mention, and there are others.
You need to hotline right now. Sorry to interrupt, but if you don't hotline, you will not be able to get to the game.
Hey, me.
Neither one of you are in the game.
Really?
Yeah, you need to pay attention, guys.
It says that I'm in the game. It says pause by.
You are desync, both of you.
Oh shit. Okay. Tell him that I'm just coming in right now.
Yeah, both of you need to hotline right now.
That is like 28 desynced people. Isn't it better to just rehost at this point?
No, Dustin says he wants everyone to rejoin. It doesn't work with the rehosting apparently. So please just do your best to try and hotline.
Yeah, I had no idea. It didn't tell me that I was desynced.
Yeah, but I'm telling you now. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry
so
to
much.
interrupt, Hammer. I had to. Alright, sorry to interrupt. I'll go back now.
I'm gonna hop into the Wolf Party VC then. Okay. So, he just wanted clarification, I guess. That's Wex. He's been role-playing, basically. He was the old emperor. There was Lothane Wex in the beginning, and then after him, he died. He lost the throne in the election. It's like the HRE, essentially. So it went to Istralor. His son is Kalen Wex. Kalen has basically just been role-playing this whole week that he doesn't care about the Empire, and he wants to just get revenge on Istralor. So, we've taken that to mean that there's no proper heir to the Empire itself. Obviously, the player himself clearly, I guess, has ambitions for the Empireship, but he hasn't made it clear, so not much for us to go off of. But anyway, as I was saying earlier, our main strength is our Navy. Right now, we do have a very, very, very strong Navy. I've secured several allies who also have very strong navies, which I won't... Greetings.
Oh. Oh, hey, this whole war is a clusterfuck.
It is indeed. Out of roleplay, I really didn't want to get involved, but like the shit with like the colonial management is not happening. So.
Geez, sorry to hear.
Yeah.
But I would be willing to join the Wolf Party if only because Easterlore seems insane.
Yes. Do you want to roleplay this?
All right. So yeah, So Kristen, probably on his deathbed, will pen a letter to the young Queen of Wesdam.
It's not Queen. Hold on. Let me clarify the politics. The real power right now is the Duchess of Madelaire. She's overseeing her granddaughter, who is the daughter of Lord Silmuna, who is 6.
Yep.
It's the 6-year-old who would be placed upon the throne as the Empress, but really it's Reina and Madelaire who is totally in charge of everything.
All right. So he'll write a letter to the Duchess. My bad. I thought she was older.
No, you're fine. Just clarifying so you know.
And say that, well, originally he joined Istralor to protect the sanctity of the Empire and its right to a vote. He did troll through Istralor's various decrees within minutes of taking the Dove throne, and he admits that they don't seem to be a proper ruler either.
Indeed.
So in that case, he'd be willing to throw his lot in with Wesdam.
If we're doing letters, then you would get a letter replying from Reina Medelaire, who would express her sadness in the current state of affairs and her real lack of desire to be involved in imperial politics, but has a similar sentiment after the frankly tyrannical and absolutely insane proclamations of the new empress. It's impossible to stay out of the conflict. The main issue for House Wesdam is, again, the issue wherein Moonhaven has been given sole pick over all colonial holdings, and in order to colonize, you will need to basically run everything by them, and as such, it will result in the current state of affairs. The Great Ording is then formally invited to the Wolf Party, and we would also offer them membership within the Empire for their support if they would wish it.
All right. We would take that, but would it be possible? Ordning would also like to ask for Darren's fort in addition to this.
We would be willing to give you both Darren's fort and Lisinsk, but we would wish to have Rubenair given to us in return.
Sorry to interrupt, but Hammurabae, you're not in the game.
It says I am.
You are desynced. I tried to tell you before.
God fucking
you are
damn
not
it.
in the game.
This is why you gotta do rehost.
It doesn't work to rehost.
In EU4?
We got the same issue when we rehosted. That's why we're doing hot joins. You need to leave the game and then hot join. Please jump up to the chat above. This is more important than RP for now.
Yeah.
We need to get the game going.
Do we have a support channel? Because I don't want to do like the mega channel's pretty.
Just join the mega channel. Everyone's
okay.
quiet. If
I have been ratioed.
Who on pause?
You unpause. Who the fuck
Oh
unpause?
fuck! Alright, you know what? Turns out I am in the game though.
Jesus.
That's
right. You can't pause it now. It's loading all the sprites.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, so it's probably doing AI calculations.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
dying.
It's
gonna
loading
take
the
5
motherfucker.
minutes.
Sorry,
Sorry,
that was
No one
very
touch anything. Don't touch anything.
Who the
Just,
fuck
just
I'm muting. I'm not listening to this. Man, I've done multiplayer games for over a year now, and I am so tired of the pregame VCs, man. Like, oof. All right, we got a hot join. Apparently, we're not in the game. We have an issue with the host of the save file. I'm not sure which it is. So we got to, I guess, hot join back in. I've never seen an issue like this, but to be fair, I haven't played a lot of Anbennar, or I haven't played EU4 multiplayer much since the early days. I played a ton of EU4 multiplayer when it first came out in the early days. Obviously, just all casual comp shit, but it's changed so much. The multiplayer is mostly the same. It's always been pretty stable. I always found EU4 multiplayer to be, frankly, pretty stable for a Paradox game compared to the clusterfuck of desyncs that is Hoi 4 and the absolute train wreck that is CK3 multiplayer. I mean, I'm really fingers crossed that Vicky 3 multiplayer is solid. I would think by now, I would hope by now, that Paradox has learned that multiplayer is a very big part of their games and community, and that maybe they should put a little effort into ensuring that their games are solid for multiplayer, but I had the same hope for CK3 and that didn't happen either. I mean, CK3 was so disappointing. Like, the joining while the game is active portion, that's pretty cool, but one, not being able to really go over 25 players, and two, just the level of desyncs. But then again, I'm not a programmer or developer, so I don't know how difficult that is to do. Maybe it's just the case that, like, trying to get solid multiplayer is just ridiculously hard. I don't know. But still.
Yeah, I just played.
All right, we're hot joining, so I'm going to go back. Because I can't be bothered to be in a channel like that. All right, do you want to keep going?
All right. We will be willing to hand over Rubenair once we claim the southern flats from Rubenair.
You wish for the region south of Rubenair?
Yeah.
And that is
Like
something that you have not discussed of us so far.
Well, hold on. I'm talking about Rubenair, the city.
Yes. My proposal was that you get the western holdings that we took, and in exchange, we would get Rubenair.
And I'd be willing to give Rubenair once we get the southern flats, the region.
Where's the southern flats?
Right below the city of Rubenair.
You want Entebben then?
Yes, I'm going for Entebben.
So you would need to take Ilsen then as well?
Yeah, we could do that. Like I could swing Ellison into.
Tell you what, if we'll
into
give you the Western Holdings, we'll give you Horse Garden, we will give you Westmar, we will allow you to take Greatfield. In exchange, you would let us take Rubenair, Intrabin, and the southern region down there. So we would basically give you all of the west, and we would get the eastern region.
Well, no, I need Salgard and Enteben for my mission tree, though.
You can absolutely take it for him and then give it. I don't care about that. Like, if you need it for game mechanics, that's fine.
Okay, then yeah, I'd be willing to swing that.
Okay. We have an
It's a
agreement?
little weird to be Enteben and not actually have Enteben.
Let me think. How about you just have like a non-bordered holding in Intabin? You can keep that, but you just won't have a border with it, I guess.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, we have an agreement then. Then we would also what?
Actually, if we go Greatfield, Darrensville, Lensk to Enteben, that'd be fine. Like you can have Saddle Guard and everything, and you could have also Fionn, Kevin, Sornair. But this is all depends on actually being Laurent.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah. We can agree to those terms.
Like, and I'll take Thorn Bay and Casa Ola and like up that coast.
Where's that?
Casa Ola is like left of Enteben.
Well, we don't need to be discussing fighting Laurent given the political situation currently.
Yeah, no, that's in the future. Because
yeah, let's leave that very much out of this conversation. So, but
in general,
how about a general
I would
statement?
like
The West is yours, the East is mine. Is this agreeable?
Yes.
Very well.
We'll
In that
over the
case,
exact details later.
we formally would like to welcome you to the Wolf Party.
Okay.
Oh, the AI did shit. Oh, god damn it, the AI fucked me.
What is it?
Oh, someone unpaused, didn't they? Bruh.
Sending you an alliance request. I assume we're going to be picking on this?
Sorry?
I assume we're going to be picking on this?
B-Pick is already in. Pearls, as you will be remaining out of the war neutral, so will Vanail. We next would wish to speak with Rolisard and see if they would be interested, as well as approaching the Dove faction in Arborin.
Mm-hmm.
We have...
How is it going to work with a three-way war?
So we basically have a non-aggression treaty with the Wexenard faction. We will not fight them until the Empress and Istralor is dethroned.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, someone paused it. Yeah, I lost all my money. I'm in a huge debt now, like a deficit now, and I have an advisor I don't want and a bunch of other stuff. It's really shitty.
Oh, no. That's the worst.
Yeah. Oh, I am streaming, by the way, just so you know. So, oh, and they fucking... please tell me they didn't delete my fleet. My god. No. I can't build... I had a bunch of money saved up for this. I had money saved up this war. I can't build galleys anymore.
Oh, no.
This really sucks, man.
You could ask for the guy to step in, like saying like, "Hey, the AI fucked me. Can I get
I DM Dustin. We'll see. We'll see if he wants to do anything. He's not a player country, so it's not like he can just do save edits on the fly and stuff.
I thought, can he use like console commands?
No, not in a multiplayer game.
Oh, all right. I thought like whoever the admin was had console commands. Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, seeing as we have a deal, would you mind if I go do some diplomacy with Corvuria?
Sure, feel free.
Wonderful. We look forward to a very fruitful partnership in the future. Greetings.
Does this game look like it's dead?
No, it's just players being shit hits. We'll be fine. It'll just take a while. We'll drop some players in the rehost, but it's fine. You want to do some Diplo, or you just chilling?
I'm just chilling at the moment. I've been hiding from all the squeakers.
Oh, yeah. I can't stand the pre-host.
The football's on.
Yeah. I need to stay out of there because I just start getting pissed off. Like, when people start joking about, like, not doing RP, I just get so fucking pissed. So I need to stay out of there. Yep.
Leave.
I'm just like, ah ha ha ha, tee, so funny, no roleplay. It's great, hot.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I have to stay out of there so I can manage my emotions. Deep breath.
Yeah.
Wise choice, wise choice.
5 minutes of extra time in the football. We get Newcastle, Man United, nils apiece.
You watching the footy?
Yeah. We've played well, really well. We pissed off Ronaldo so much that he got a yellow card and had to be taken off the pitch.
They want us back in general, apparently, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes or no to people.
It's like college all over again.
Yes.
So strange.
But I think you have to let the game run for a month.
Third
because that's
time's
also
the charm.
a major problem.
So what is the issue?
I mean,
do we
with
have
AI
a
already controlling my
do
people
we
like
have a
20 years.
corrupted
Not with AI.
Okay.
Jesus, not with AI.
Do we
without
currently have a
AI.
corrupted save file, or what's going on right now?
No
There's
man.
a, who
Seems
knows,
to be
it might
the
be corrupted. Yeah.
Dustin, what's going on with that?
It could be a
People are
host problem.
desyncing when joining the game. It might be. I don't know how.
Did we have that issue the first time we loaded in when we were missing the one
first
person?
time we didn't save a save game, so I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe it's too many changes in the edits. Maybe it's just general desync.
You have to let it run for a month without AI. That's
Who's
the-
saying that?
Me, Kitam.
Okay, I will do that. The command is just AI, then it's all off, right?
Isn't that just for a single AI?
Isn't that the single player?
No,
as
that's
well?
everybody. If you put AI, it turns off all the AI.
So I think there is an issue. There were a bunch of save edits. There were a lot of save edits done. And it appears there might be an issue with the save file. They're going to, I think, try and run it and then rehost it, so we'll see. It appears that Anbennar should not be getting a lot of save edits, which is strange because I know there's another roleplay server, Cries of Tulum, and I know that they, for Anbennar, do a lot of save edits, and they don't tend to get issues. So I don't imagine it's... I don't know. It's always tough to tell with these games. Anyway, hope everyone's having a good Sunday. We will get to something before too long, I promised. It as many of you know, multiplayer is always just a real hassle to get going. I'm really looking forward to the Vicky 3 launch. Holy shit, dude. It's so hyped. When it gets going, we've got two multiplayer games I'll be playing in the first week it comes out. We're going to have a Tuesday game. I'll be playing the US so we're going to do a US roleplay, which I already know what I want to do for that, which will be fun. And then there's a Saturday game as well. No, sorry, Sunday evening game now. So in the future, it's going to be Anbennar on Sundays in the morning, the slot, and then after I'm going to be playing in a Vicky 3 roleplay game on the server as well. And for that one, I think I may try an Ottoman game if I can get it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also going to do just single player Victoria 3 on probably Wednesdays and Fridays as well. So there'll be a lot of Vicky 3 on launch. There'll be a lot. I'm excited. I really want to play a lot of it. Too much of it, perhaps. We'll see. So, should be fun. I know people have complaining that game is kind of empty, and in some ways it is. There's no. It's like CK3. There's no mods out for it, or there's no DLC out for it either. But the one thing I think that will keep it so interesting is the dynamic economic system. There hasn't really been a strategy game, at least one I've ever played, that has had like the level of... Normally when you get a strategy game and an economic system within it, it's very simple. You know, like it's just a click a button kind of thing, and prices stay the same, buildings just cost abstract money, that kind of thing. And that's fine for a lot of games, but what Vicky 3 is doing with like making buildings require like constantly changing population systems as well as goods, and having good price fluctuate with the global economy, that is something that, again, I don't know if anyone else has seen a game like that. I sure as fuck haven't. That's pretty cool. One, because it'll make for a really good game, and two, I really do hope it begins to set like a higher standard in strategy games. I know that Paradox is the unofficial monopoly of strategy, but there are still other games that get made, and some pretty good ones. And I think it'd be cool if people start to, I don't know, be more active about making dynamic economic systems in games, because it really does add so much more to it. Because when everything's just static and the same, it gets so boring, because you always know how to use the system. You always know how to game the system. And then you just, end with, like, the Paradox games where they are right now in their current state, which is that everyone knows the strategies, everyone knows the system. It's always the same thing over and over again. And roleplay is nice because you can get out of that a little bit. But with Vicky 3, you will never have the same game, simply due to the fact that countries, and let alone players, will always build so dramatically different in their economics that you just won't get the same game, because the economy will always be different, and then, the politics will of course be different on top of that, and then if you're in a roleplay game, you got all of that on top of it too. So having just much more like open-ended games, ahistorical games that are open-ended with systems like that, I think are so cool, and I really do hope that that causes others to start to do that. I don't know how hard it is to do. I assume it's very hard, but still, it's pretty cool. Plus, I'm just going to rant about Vicky 3 because I'm excited. I think we all are at this point if you play Paradox games. The military system, I love it for two reasons. One, I don't like microing. I find it very boring. Two, it's going to keep out most of the comp players. Like, I think it's not talked about enough, like the toxicity that comes from competitive games in Paradox and competitive period, but especially, like, I mean, I play League of Legends. I used to play comp League of Legends. I played ranked. We all know what that experience is like. It's not a good one. Spoiler, you get called racial slurs a lot, and you get yelled at a lot. It's not very fun. Every comp like games I've ever played, I played CS:GO. I got really high ranked in CS:GO back in the day too. But like, what always ended making me uninstall those games, it wasn't the gameplay. It wasn't that I got bored. What always makes me uninstall games like that is the fucking community, because competitive games just they breed toxicity, and they attract a very bad sort of player. And I think Vicky 3 is going to be good, because without a meted and microable military system in the game, a lot of those players just will not be attracted to it. So it'll open up the possibility of us actually getting, I think, a much more potentially less toxic community. Oh, am I getting DMs? Fuck. Sorry, getting DMs. ID is up. All right, cool. Go ahead and join.
The thing is, the things with the new characters I liked. The thing with the old characters I hated, like in the series.
Yeah, Star Wars has a really bad habit of dragging back old characters. Like, look, guys, we brought them back. You should love this. I'm like, no.
Yeah, but
they're gonna follow Tenki. I know I'm saying your name wrong, and I apologize. It's not on purpose. I just am completely unable to pronounce anything that's not like the word bed or like hot dog, So I apologize, but thank you for the follow. Anyway, I was ranting about Vicky 3. Yeah, so like pushing out the comp players is a really good start. I have many critiques at Paradox. Not that my opinion matters, but I'm going to critique them anyway. One of the biggest I find is their lack of an attempt to really deal with the toxicity in their community. Paradox really, I think, takes the approach that out of sight, out of mind. Like, they kind of separate the community of their games from the developers and the Paradox itself, which is fair. I mean, they are very separate. You can't just... The community is not always attached to the game or the game company. That's certainly true. But many game companies and games have made an active attempt to try and deal with the toxicity, and Paradox is really unique in terms of their community, because it's very normal for games to have a toxic user base. That's very normal. Like, most games have that, for being honest. But Paradox is unique because the type of games that they make and, develop, they're very political. And their games attract a degree of extremism in their community that is, I think, very unique. I haven't seen it in a lot of other places. There is a very sizable nationalistic and, frankly, fascist and neo-Nazi community within Paradox, and they make things so much worse. You see it in comp a lot, you see it in casual, you see it in roleplay sometimes too. I mean, we've had plenty of people come into our games who are clearly not joking when they advocate for certain views, and I think there are ways that Paradox could engage more with their community and try and, I don't think policing is a good idea, but at least attempt to make it less toxic, you know? You don't have to just, like, police everyone, but you could make an attempt to kind of, to keep out the really bad shit. I don't know. Anyway, the way Vicky 3 I think will help with that is that it will naturally not appeal to those toxic players as much, which means that we might just get a much more positive community. CK3 is like that. Like, CK3 isn't as engaging as the other games, primarily because it's not comp, so it doesn't develop those communities. You can't really play comp CK3. I guess you could, but... and it's not really... it's more of a roleplay type of game, and it doesn't have, like, the modern politics. So it's... The CK3 community, from what I've seen so far of its development, the CK2 one for that matter, is much more positive. You get all the incest jokes, of course, you know, those are endless, but they're usually not serious. Whereas people at Hoi who joke about fascism being good, there's a pretty good chance they're not joking, you know? So I'm hoping Vicky 3 will be similar, and that we'll get like a less toxic community developing. Because, you know, I play a lot of these games. I always have. I played Paradox since I was a kid. Before I stream this, I can promise you I played equally, probably more hours of these games. I've always engaged with them. And I've always disliked the level of, I don't know, the toxicity. And I hope that future games like Vicky 3 just kind of, that the Paradox devs keep in mind the fact that they do have some control over how they engage with their community and how they kind of promote it. So, all right, also, someone wanted to see the full map. There you go. Here's the full map. It's fucking huge. It is fucking huge. So, yeah. I just finished your Believed on China series. I enjoyed every second of it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The old one. Hell yeah. I have a new China series that's about to start coming out in 2 weeks. I've got the first one coming out, I think, in 2 weeks. So, glad you enjoyed it. I want to see roleplay and lore. It's coming! It's just the rehost bullshit. Yeah, Hoi 4 Nazis. Yeah, it's real. It's like, we joke about it, but it's real. I've at this point hosted so many, like, multiplayer games. I've engaged so much with the community, like, on other servers and this one. And, like, it's really real, man. There's a lot of very far right and far left people. But the far left people tend to be more like, oh, we need to take away capitalism. Which, in my mind, is much better than, hey, we need to kill insert group here. So, I know many people like to make me out to be this, like, leftist person. I'm really not. Like, but anyway. There's a reason why people make memes about totally not Nazis who love playing Germany Hoi 4 and say they would have been able to defeat USSR in World War II if they'd been in charge. It's not a joke. It really is true, yeah. The southern part of the Africa-esque continent and the one between the eastern part of the main continent of LMT are unfilled, but they're working on it, yes. This is a big mod to develop. They're very ambitious. I'm going to take off my bathrobe 1 second. Getting kind of warm. I woke up really early for this game on my timeline. I tend to work really late, so. Play this mail chess style. We got all the players in. I don't know what the issue is at this point. I'm gonna unmute so I know what's going on. I'm curious.
Mm-hmm. And then Masty sing as soon as he's done.
Hello, my co-op is just joining, by the way.
We know.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah,
Okay, we're gonna meet again. I only play MP and Paradox with friends because of two reasons. One, I'm not good, and two, some of the people who play these games will. Yeah, no, Truckoneer, I completely get you. I used to do that. Like, I originally made this Discord community because, like, well, I mean, this used to be, like, the Discord that I have. It used to just be the streamer, you know, Discord that I had where I talk with people and stuff like that when I started streaming. But I decided to make a multiplayer when, like, I'd go to other servers to play games, and what I did, like, if it was a Hoi game, you were going to get the N-word at least once. And when you're streaming, A, you can't do that because of terms of service. And two, why the fuck would you want to play with people like that? And that's why I made my Discord server. Which, you know, I think there's going to come a point in my life where I may look back on this period and ask, what the fuck were you doing? Why did you spend all this time trying to develop a multiplayer Discord? It's so fucking, it's a lot. It's a lot of work. It really is. But, like, I think the main reason is I do love multiplayer. I love Paradox. I'm going to for the rest of my life. And it really is worth putting in the effort long term to build a non-toxic community where I, for one, even if I ever like stop streaming, I stop YouTube, I just like, you know, I get a job, move on with my life. If I do that, I can still go to a place and play fucking Paradox games and not have to worry about racial slurs and just people screaming. And we still have problems. You just heard it in the pregame lobby. People can still be childish and toxic. I can too. I can be very childish, to be frank. But I'd take that over the shit you get in the other Discords every day of the week. So I don't know. I've done a lot of thinking about what I've done with streaming and the Discord and YouTube the last couple of weeks when I've kind of not been streaming as much, and I don't know. I don't regret it, but it certainly has been a lot. That's for sure. New China series, yes, it will be coming out very soon. It will be a lot more interesting than the old one, I think, in my opinion. But hope you like it. There's so many Greek fascists to play Hoi for. It's actually crazy. That's true. A couple of years ago, I found a Golden Dawn pamphlet on my door. Didn't they get banned for being actual Nazis? Given that they're actual Nazis? All right. Everyone, cross your fingers, please. Come on. This game is so interesting. I don't want this to fucking end. If someone unpauses in the first part, I swear to God. Don't fucking say it. No. Not say anything. I've not been in many streams recently, been busy, but what happened to Sardinia campaign? I'm going to keep going with it. I just kind of haven't been streaming it. Like I said earlier, I've been working on a bunch of like YouTube videos. I worked on a Hoi4 tutorial series, which I put out part of it. There's still a couple more that I'm going to be releasing this week. And then I had been working on a Victoria 3 tutorial series as well. It took me a lot of time to do it. I put a lot of time into it. I wrote it and then I voiced it. I haven't edited it because obviously Vicky 3 is not out yet. Did someone fucking unpause again? So I've been just spending a lot of time on that. I'm going to keep going to Sardinia campaign. It will be starting again probably next week when I have the time for it. I will keep going with it. I just kind of put it on hold while I got those videos done because it's been a lot of work. I just haven't had time to do much else. And I want those done because I wanted to teach people Vicky 3 when it started. But again, Paradox has put out a tutorial series, so I may or may not release it now. They got banned, but this was before they got banned. Ah, I got you. Yeah. It will be continuing, Trucker Nero. I haven't decided if I'm going to make it into YouTube videos, though, because it's going to be a lot. It's going to be very long, and editing takes a long time, and I don't like to really do half-assed editing, so we'll see. All right, it looks like we may actually have a game here, folks. Shocking as it may be. And we actually have the money to make some more fucking galleys. Wonderful. Oh. Oh, no. Am I in the game? Fuck me.
Oh, geez. Someone should probably pause it real quick. Everybody's switching their channels. Someone's stuck on the 13th. C-Gabs is stuck on the 13th.
Camcast is
I'll
a sneeze.
I will pause. Are we there? We're still waiting on 2 people.
This is back on 29.
It's generally, when you start a game, it's generally a good idea to just keep it paused for a little while.
Yeah. Camcast is still stuck on the 13th.
We're catching up slowly. Your 5 is 14th is stuck. Your 5 is 4th is stuck on the...
He's catching up now? Now where's Camcast?
Where's Camcast? Is he there?
I saw him on the list, but I think...
He's caught
Yeah,
up
he's on the
to
29th as well.
Okay.
Alright. All chill.
All chill on the western front.
We actually have
By
a
the way,
game?
you are able to... You can actually change channels in-game by doing the shift tilde key.
Oh.
To get...
Yep. How much should I order a gyro or try another thing at McDonald's menu? Dude, don't eat at McDonald's. Go get some Greek food. Why would you eat at McDonald's?
Hello.
Greetings.
It has come to my attention that if we are to succeed in any campaign, that it would require it would require your newly founded party to join us in managing our fields of war.
How do you mean exactly?
We will only succeed if we collaborate with our forces. For a force unorganized is one to fail.
We could agree to a degree of cooperation, I suppose, but I want to make this very clear. The Wolf Party And my granddaughter's inheritance of the Dove Throne does come first and foremost. We can cooperate, but I want to make it clear that this is not going to be like a full-on merging of factions.
But you understand that an alliance between us will be necessary in order to achieve these goals for both of us.
Out of roleplay, I think it would just be roleplay more interesting if we just had like a three-way war. Well, it's a balance issue too, I suppose. Because we don't want to form a mega faction and like we don't. Hold on. We don't want to form a mega faction and just dick on the Moon Party because that's not really fair. So like that's the thing.
I mean, they have Goed now, so.
They do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you see him in the Moon Party?
I did not see him in the Moon Party. Let me look down who's in
in
there.
Discord.
We have Abencost, we have Silverforge, we have Moonhaven, we have Godwood, we have Verna, we have the Empress, we have Conlol, and we have Ashiande. I do see that. I will need to speak with my allies a little bit before I could agree to this, but we will take it under consideration. Is this agreeable?
That means Gerard will be entering the war.
I understood you when you said that. Is this reasonable for now? Very well. Alright, where is... We have a lot of people we need to talk to right now. Greetings.
Greetings, men of the West.
Is this a meeting in, is this in Corveria or in Nothalair?
Corveria.
Ah, very well.
Yeah. Nothalair is the better city, but we can have fun in the mountains.
You see an ambassador approach you. It is a permanent one that has taken up residence recently in your capital, and has approached if the Corverian king has time.
Of course. Coming in.
Greetings, greetings. I am here at the bequest of the Duchess of Mandalore and, of course, the Marquis of Wesdam. As you know, an offer was made to you in the past regarding the future of Anbennar and the future of Corveria.
We have an interruption from the Pearl's Edge ambassador.
Pearl's Edge, I am currently in the middle of Diplo. Do you mind? Is this something that you have considered here in Corveria? My Duchess is keen to know if there's an answer. Of course, there is no rush, but we wish to know if what we offered is reasonable.
If you can bring us proof of Wex being able to do what they wish to do, and then you also having the enough political clout to...
Since this is a private meeting, Pearl's Edge, I want to say something really important. Do you mind leaving real quick? Because it is, I don't want it just getting out.
Right. Arg. Either you leave or me blunder.
Currently, we have the support of the Great Ording, BPEC, Lawrence, as well as potentially Raul, Nothalair. Wex wishes to form a singular alliance to fight Istralor. In addition to this, though, again, our factions are separate. And I will be having a meeting with the Death Party shortly, or the ambassador has been sent to deal with them potentially as well. But the support of such a great kingdom as Corveria would do a lot to secure the future of Anbennar. And our offer is, of course, very generous.
No, we do agree on the generosity of that. It's just a matter of there are many pieces on this board.
There are.
To the knowledge of Wex, we are friendly to them. To the knowledge of Istralor, we are friendly to them as well.
Indeed. However, the actions of the Empress in Istralor has made this situation untenable to many within the Empire, besides the faction that she has built around herself with promises of extreme degree. The only friends the Empress still has is those she has offered untold wealth and land to.
Indeed. No, we were offered similar deals from the Empress on...
Oh, I don't doubt that.
As for we are...
We believe their promises are fickle, and as I said, I don't think the Empress longs for this world much longer.
They are fickle, but we offered you something permanent. To have our bloodlines entwined together is not something one can ever take back.
Indeed, that is correct. As I said, if you believe you would have the backing of the electors...
We do.
Then we will support your claim.
In that case, could we formally enter into an alliance?
We can.
Very well. King Kamir Silviven, you do great honor to my Duchess, as well as the House of Silmuna. We look forward to a fruitful partnership in the future, and let it be told that all promises we have made you will be kept upon the honor of both of our houses.
Indeed.
Thank you for your time.
Hard.
Greetings.
Hello.
Hello, Wesdam.
I am here to speak with the Dove Party. I believe that Arborin is currently the leader of this faction.
I wouldn't say leader, but you know.
You speak for the Dove Party, do you not?
Not entirely, but you know, some might say I'm the de facto leader.
Very well. I am an ambassador from the House of Wesdam. As I'm sure you're aware, we now represent the Wolf Party, one that has grown dramatically in support and size in recent times. I am an ambassador sent here by Reyna Madelaire in order to attempt to secure either the neutrality or support of the Dove Party in the coming affair. Optimally, if we could gain enough support, we would actually like this to be resolved without war, as it is not our goal to have yet another drastic civil war which would destroy Anbennar.
This is a good cause, but you do know we want no war in Anbennar. We're not here to fight.
We understand. So at the very least, we wish to secure your neutrality in the coming conflict. We know that you are already a faction which has stated your neutrality, but we also know that you did put the condition in there that you may enter into the war if certain conditions are met. Is that not the case?
This is correct.
We wish to see if we could secure a level of neutral support for the cause of Reyna Silmuna, as it is our goal to place her upon the Dove throne in order to secure a stable, non-centralized future for Anbennar. As you may well know, my Duchess, Reyna of Madelaire, and Wesdam had wished to stay entirely out of this. We had planned to go west from Pearl's Edge and our other friends to the Old World. Yet the hand has been thrown with the tyrannical decrees of the Empress in Istralor, as her demands that Moonhaven be the sole decider of the colonial world, unfortunately, has brought us back into the political affairs of the Empire. This was not our intention in the first part, and I want to make it clear that many will say that we are ambitious, and perhaps there is a little bit. It is primarily out of concern for the future of the Empire that we find ourselves in our current position. And in fact, we would even be willing to potentially consider a one-term stewardship of the Empire, simply to ensure that these centralizing reforms can be rolled back, and that the Empire can be a place where all have the ability to compete, not just a few lackeys of the Empress.
These are some demands you ask from the Dove Party, but
there are no demands. We are seeking to see if you would be able to enter into a permanently neutral stance in the coming war. That is what we're seeking. It's not a demand, it is a thing we wish to negotiate. And if not, that is completely fine.
You see, Wesdam, when you come to another lord's villa and castle, as you can see in Arboran, a great keep.
Of course.
I expect a lord or lady to come, not some ambassador, especially for the upcoming Lilac War. You might have heard my grandson is married to the current...
An ambassador? You are aware I am of noble breeding myself. I hope you did not mean that as an insult.
I do mean that as an insult.
I am not of, like, I am not Reyna. I am not the 60-year-old granddaughter of Reyna. However, I am a member of the extended Madelaire family, and as such are of noble birth and of some bearing. There are many within my house, that is true. We are a large family, but I am no common diplomat.
I have a question. How close are you to the current ruling family of Wesdam?
Madelaire?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the backstory at all?
This in character. No, this in character.
Okay.
I ask you
how close?
Related, yeah, how close?
I am first cousin of the Duchess of Madelaire.
First cousin, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when someone's closer related to send their dogs to Arboran, which one are they going to marry? Are they going to marry one of my sons for this piece? I can even support you if you marry one of my sons.
Who would marry one of your sons?
anyone. Pick anyone that is of close related to the Wesdam family. If you
were to stay permanently neutral, and to keep the Dove, and the Dove party would stay neutral in this war, we would offer the firstborn child of the to-be Empress Reina Silmuna to be married to whichever child of yours you choose, which would make them very prestigious indeed, given their title.
So this wolf party, who doesn't have support in it?
Currently?
Yes, currently.
Can you promise your, there are many people in here.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this VC.
Me and Wex, should we come back later?
Perhaps, so there are many. There is a sizable portion of the Empire.
I just said I'm support in front of them as well. Okay, they don't hear it. They don't hear it.
But okay. I mean, it is urgent that we need to speak, because not just out of that, but in game mechanics and the time that Dustin has set.
Okay, but anyway, as I said, Wesdam, you can, if one of your children, well, one of the,
out of roleplay, it's basically the heir to Wesdam is 6. Yeah. So what I'm offering you is when she comes of age and has a kid, the first kid she has, you can marry one of your kids to.
Yes, but what would her title be? That's what I'm wondering.
Reina's? Or sorry, the Reina Silmuna's? She'd be the Empress if we succeed. So you'd be marrying the heir to the Empress.
Okay, but no, what would I call her at the moment, like currently?
She would be the Marquis of, or what was the female version? Is it Marquis or what would that be?
I don't know, Marquess?
Marquess of Wesdam would be her title. She's only 6 though.
Okay. This is acceptable. When Marquess of Wesdam comes of age and her firstborn child, we shall marry them. And you will have the Dove Party neutrality. But I feel like you might be a tad mistaken on the Dove Party. People are free to leave and join us if they please.
Of course. But we just assume that generally this party is of a similar sentiment, that they do not want violence and war, which we understand. We are simply going to assume the best of the members of the Dove Party and choose to believe that what they represent by joining this group is something that they will follow through. There is no reasonable claim to be made that the Wolf Party has unreasonable intentions in this conflict. And unless ambition interferes, and I suppose desire for more and desire for war, we would assume that the Dove Party would be reasonable about such a situation.
As I said, I agree with this, but I will try and talk to my son, who is currently Emperor Regent? I don't fucking know. Emperor Regent. Emperor Consort of the Empire. I can't promise anything to do with him.
I understand.
You might know he might full well support Istalor.
Out of roleplay, do you mean like he'd kind of like coup the government in Arborn kind of thing?
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, gotcha. That's fine. Roleplay-wise, that's silly cool, so. Very well. Then we have agreement between us, Marquis Ricard, and that is agreeable. I do want to state one final time for those members of the Dove Party that we are not doing this out of ambition, simply a desire to return Anbennar to the way before the current Empress, and keep a peace and stable future. One where we can look outside the Empire and look to the old world in the West. That is our desire, nothing more. There is no other claimant of great name who desires such a thing.
I bring before you an urgent matter. I hope you all know that you have. I don't know if you have received information that Gerwed has formally entered the Moon Party.
I'm not surprised.
I have heard of this, but you do.
And they, not just that, but they have alliances all across the Empire, such as Thane's Crown, Istalor, and Portman.
Wait, are we allying AI for the wars?
It would make sense for Istalor because they were always Dame's Crown voted for them.
Yeah.
But it was the AI, right?
Yeah, it was the AI, yeah.
Out of RP, I don't know if any of you would fight Gerwed since they're in the Moon Party.
Well, they are in the Moon Fight, but I'm pretty sure they've stated that they only want to fight Lorraine, only taking Lorraine, and...
Yeah, but they'd be joining on their side. They've joined the Moon Party.
Lorraine is a part of the Rose Party, so you know.
And now they're a part of the Moon Party, which means they'd be attacking the Empire.
Arban, Gerwed gave me
military access, so I'm going north.
I'll go and give you military access. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, I have stated my piece. I hope the members of the Dove Party who are here understand my words. If you choose not to listen, that is completely understandable. But we have made our intentions clear, as I'm sure there are many rumors and many false statements flying around as to our true intentions. So I hope that we have clarified it, and we are glad to hear that we have made an agreement with Arborin, which is, of course, a very important stalwart defender of the North and the East. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Hi.
Greetings.
So yeah, consider this a formal invitation to join us in finishing off the reign now that the truce is expired.
Going against who?
The reign.
Oh, Durrani, yeah, sure.
Durrani, sorry, I thought...
I don't know how to pronounce it either. That's always I've had that in my head, so. Greetings, Pearl's Edge. What can I do for you?
So about the alliance we talked about.
With who? I can't hear you, man. Can you turn your volume up a bit?
About our alliance.
If you wish to form an alliance with Wesdam?
Yes.
We have expressed a desire to cooperate with you heavily. However, you did suggest that you would not be willing to support the Wolf Party. Is that still correct?
No, I will not fight a war, but I will vote for your granddaughter.
Oh shit, Reina Silmuna is magically gifted.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
Congrats.
Oh wow, she's the one I'm pushing for Empress too. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I don't know if I should talk about that. The last time there was a magically gifted Silmuna who took the Dove Throne, it didn't end very well. So I think we're going to keep that information to ourselves. But regarding Pearl's Edge, I don't understand why we would be willing to ally with a person who would not fight the battles that their allies choose to fight.
I clearly see that you don't respect me whatsoever, and you don't want my vote.
I do want your vote, and I want to work with you, but it seems unreasonable for you asked for an alliance with Wesdam when you will not support the interests of Wesdam, let alone the Empire itself. There is a sizable contingent behind the Wolf Party at this point, Pearl's Edge. Caitlin, if you were to support the Wolf Party, you would be able to secure the future of the Empire, one where you can colonize Elantir without needing to speak with Moonhaven, and you would be in the good graces of the then Empress, Reina Silmuna. I don't understand why this is...
That will cause conflict with Bern and Moonhaven.
Of course. They are supporting the tyrannical Empress in Istralor. If they were to not succeed in this war, it would place you in a prominent position above them within the Empire, in regards to colonial matters, of course.
I wish to remain as a neutral intermediary between the colonial powers
in that case,
the Empire.
The position of Wesdam would be we were happy to fulfill our alliances with you, but that would have to be after the coming conflict, given the fact that you will not support Wesdam. Is this understand?
But then
I get some help with the pretenders.
Have you got pretenders? Yes, I'll send my army.
Very well, we will postpone our alliance until after the incoming conflict, but until the conflict is done, I will not announce my vote for your granddaughter.
Very well, that is agreeable. Greetings! I believe there is an ambassador here. One that I do not recognize well.
Oh, I have been sent from Elizna. There have been talks, but you haven't replied to our last request, therefore we were wondering...
Did you, at a roleplay, did you DM me?
Yes.
Oh shit, okay, I've had so much diplo.
That, like, if we were, like, we just, like, consolidated, the rest of the people that are...
I do see on my desk a letter that was not replied to, given the fact that there has been so many meetings recently. Your letter seems reasonable regarding its contents.
Yes. Okay. I mean, like, we do
you gotta
have
give me
to,
access.
like, we just consolidated.
Hold on, Orden, give me access. Give me access. You gotta accept, man.
Accepted. Shit, sorry, I looked away to message someone.
Yep. You're getting fucked right now. I don't know if I'll get there in time. Yeah, I got him.
Which wars are going on?
No, this is a civil war. He's got pretenders. But yes, regarding what you suggested, we find it to be completely agreeable, and given our history, we would be happy to cooperate on such a manner.
Yeah, so like the only issue is that like we just now consolidated the last of the people that are weirdly fond of cats into the glorious fold of Surael.
Of course.
So we are a bit overextended in our administrative capacities and have to deal with that before we can aid anyone else. And like pay back some loans that were accumulated during our last war.
How long do you think you would have? Because this conflict will come to a head very soon.
I have a proposal for you cowards. Break off 9,000 of your men to fight 9,000 of mine. The landlubbers are approaching you.
I can see that like the first, like the biggest part of the overextension will be dealt with in the 9th of Halloween, like in the 9th of the 5th month in 1469, so about in half a year.
I understand.
Hey, break off 9,000 men. Come at me, you cowards.
That is
reasonable.
reasonable.
Are not afraid.
Like I think in a year, like I can send my fleets for sure if that is necessary.
That is the main thing we would be interested, given the fact that Verna's fleet is absolutely dominant.
Can we?
Yes,
can we?
We have a huge dislike of Vern. That is basically the biggest part.
We share a similar sentiment, given their self-proclaimed kingdom status, which we find to be an insult to the purpose of the empire.
I can agree with these cowardly pointiers on that.
Are we? I know we're all somewhat going to help each other out. What chat should we be in?
Greetings, Laurent. This is the Ashen Roads.
So I will be back.
So as my order is composed of former members.
Just a heads up, this is the Wolf Party, so if you're not connecting Wolf Party business, just take it to another ZC. Lauren, you want to go talk to him real quick?
I am actively at war with half the people in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Rip props. We're all.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Master of Ashen Rise.
Would you be willing to share your insights on the Renaissance?
There's no time for talk of Renaissance.
Yeah, just one more time. Can you guys please take it to another VC?
Yep.
Thank you.
Who needs Renaissance?
Yeah, let's just go to Hub, I guess. I don't know if that works.
So out of RP, I'd like to get everyone who be fighting the main party more or less in one chat, so we can organize this.
Of course, you are welcome to join this chat. We can discuss it.
So can we make a war camp then, chat?
I apologize, Emperor, but things are breaking down in the east.
Because they all seem to be pretty organized, and they all seem to know what they're doing. But I don't want to be switching between Wolf and Rose Party.
Are they just doing pure meta war plans, or are they role playing?
I have no idea. I want to bring people to the Rose Party.
There's still a lot of neutral actors that I wanted to talk to and stuff like that, but.
Yeah, but Dustin's given 2 years, you see, and that's making me nervous.
We need to talk about that, because I feel like strong-arming the RP to just fight a war at a certain time is not a good idea, but... I mean, because he stated that when we had planned to just have 2 factions in the war, and there's now, I think, 4, right? So...
Yeah, which makes me extremely weak now.
Yeah, it's a very... There's a lot more things going on, but...
Could you make a Rose Wolf Party VC?
No, because that would suggest something that isn't happening.
But you'd be joining us militarily.
We would be fighting a separate war of Istralor to make that very clear.
You got separatists.
Yeah, I know. I've got a couple. Can you bring your army to help me? I was trading, so I need to get my morale up.
Okay, hold on. Let me do my army maintenance back up. I have so little money.
Yep, same here. I thought it was 2 years when the war starts. I think so. That's what Dustin said, Chris, but I mean, maybe the war between Wex and Istralor, perhaps, but the Wolf Party is a separate entity, so I don't know if that still applies. Did Meddler lose all its troops? No, they're right there. I mean, people have to stop joining after 2 years of it starting. Oh, okay. Oh, Sugamber is on Wex's side. Wow. Okay. Maybe? Interesting.
hold on. I'll be ready to march on them next month.
Perfect.
After that, do you want to fight the rain?
No, the big war is about to happen. We can do it after.
I know.
Killing our manpower to fight Durrani before like the giant war is a very bad idea.
Oh crap! They're coming.
You want to send your troops?
I don't know military access.
What? Oh, ask for it.
I'm doing it.
You can move your troops though. Yep. I should win this though.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's fine. Yeah, we're good.
Oh, yeah, you only lost 1,000 guys. Frankly, I just want to get like Durrani because they have Westport, and that's like the big moneymaker for this area.
Yes, but like there's a mega war that's about to happen. You get that, right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm not even sure how soon we'll be in it.
The GC said that we have to do it within 2 years, so it's about to start.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, all right. How's it even going to work for the Wolf Party? How's it even going to work for the Wolf Party?
We're gonna declare a separate war of all our allies against Istralor and fight them. And then Wex is, I think, going to declare separately, I think is how we're going to do this. But we're going to kind of cooperate. We have an uneasy, I guess, agreement with the Wexenard faction. We're not explicitly supporting them. He's just in like a revenge war for Istralor. We're in a war explicitly to take away the Empress title from Akana. So they're very different reasons. Alright. I did want to try and talk to Royal Sarge.
I don't know. Durain's looking a little vulnerable right now. They don't have any forts. Well, they have one fort. And Roselard said that they would fight. Hey, actually, Durain's going to fight with Rubyhold right now.
We still have to lose troops sieging and fighting them, though. It's really not a good idea.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm just a little antsy that Loretta...
I know. I get that. But he's also about to be in the war, so... I sent several communications to Royal Sard, and they have not responded either, so I think they are very much staying out of this.
Either that or they missed it. Ah, workshops, finally. If only I had money to build them.
Wonderful.
Greetings, Lord Brian.
Greetings. You are speaking with Reyna of Madelaire. Brian is still governing out in Wesdam. No worries at all.
The political entities are so hard to keep track of.
It is the state of things in this age. There are so many moving pieces all over. It is unfortunately the case, but I hope you're in good health and that the Duchy of Royal Sard is well maintained as ever.
Absolutely. The resurgence has only gone stronger.
Wonderful.
Now, what is it what you wish to speak about?
Is it our understanding currently that you more or less are involved with the Dove Party rather than anything else regarding the current state of turmoil within the Empire?
Though I may be an autonomous vassal of Lorraine, I do have many liberties given to me.
I know.
Including the choice of many a party, but a definite answer is still up in the air.
We know that you are completely autonomous, which is why we did not presume to simply expect you to support Lauren in such an affair and wish to speak with you directly.
I simply speak with the Dove Party, for they are a neutral side.
Of course.
And it is much more fair and impartial to the other two parties.
I understand.
But there are certainly many offers flying around in the courts.
I do not doubt that.
Many a promise of glory and whatnot. It is a very difficult decision.
I understand. We wish to suggest something of our own, if you would have it.
I am listening. Oh, hey. Hello, my lord, Laurent.
We wished for you to directly support the coming war with Istralor to secure the Dove Throne for my granddaughter in order to secure the realm for the future. We wish to discuss with you what it would take for you to be willing to enter into such an arrangement. Again, I know that you are a vassal of Laurent, but you are autonomous, and it is your right to engage or stay out of this war as much as you would like. And we wish to see if there is an agreement that could be come to between Wesdam, potentially the to-be Empress, and Rolizard.
That is a very difficult situation to
It is.
estimate. There are many. I may need some time, but I know time is not something we
There
have.
is unfortunately very little of that to be had.
Oh, jeez. It is difficult to come up with what I may desire, coming with the sighting of a wolf party. Oh. What can be offered?
We would like to. I'll be honest, I don't know what you desire. That's why I haven't presumed to offer you anything. What is it that you would like? The machinations of your court are one that, I'll be honest, even I often do not know, despite our proximity.
The Voiceards certainly keep a private council.
You are very, very adept at that. That is certainly the case.
We cannot reveal hands so easily.
Why would one?
No, of course, of course. I suppose. Let's see. Monetary benefits are not necessary as the trade prince of such a mighty bay. But perhaps.
Almost texted me. 1 minute.
Huh? Oh man. It's hard to picture any kind of reward without offending any sides. You understand, I'm sure.
Offend away. We do not judge. This is a private council. You can speak your mind.
Very true, very true. Do not take this in any...
I would apologize.
That being said, I am streaming, so if you don't want to offend anyone who might be watching, you can DM me. So,
oh.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
As a representative from His Royal Highness Dustin of Laurent, any support from the Great Ording would, of course, make it easier for the court to...
We are, Ambassador, we are currently in discussions with Rolizard, so I would like to keep to the subject until this is done.
Perhaps in the most outlandish of demands, and do not take offense to any of this, but perhaps an independent Royalsard, but a simple alliance could be an interesting offer. That is true.
Would the Laurentish agree to completely give independence to Rolizard?
And you, of course, do not have to.
Import and Rolizard.
That is pretty good.
That we have made agreements which you are bound to by honor.
That is very true, my lord. That is very true. Such decisions are very difficult. I must contemplate on what to ask for in the coming year. Give me 2 years, and I will come.
Out of roleplay, I think that GC said we have to start this war within like a couple months. So this is one of those.
It goes so fast.
I know. I don't like it, but it is what it is.
I do not think I can align myself with the Wolf Party at the current time. I just cannot think of any benefits.
Then let me make you one offer. The only offer we are willing to make. We would be willing to cede you Castile to the south of Medelaire, a province taken in a previous war for your fighting alongside us.
That is quite the handsome prize.
You would continue to expand your influence within the region.
You speak so truthfully. And you make it
Laurent,
obvious.
The King of Laurent would also offer Foxalley.
Oh, that is quite a sweet deal. Oh, difficulties in the time. 2 months or a couple months. Oh god.
It is quite frankly the highest the King of Run would be willing to
Absolutely.
persuade his sworn vassals to fight for him. So
I can absolutely understand that, my lord. You've already given plenty. Why must mortal men make such decisions in such short time? I wish to follow the elven forebears in this. We can have hundreds of years to decide.
Do you need wine as well? You have.
Hold on, wait, give him time to think. Give him time to think.
You have 100 caskets.
Oh, that is a lot of caskets. Wine. I cannot follow this path. I believe perhaps a neutral path may be the best.
Then you will at least stay entirely out of this war.
I cannot make guarantees. I cannot. There are too many courtiers coming in through the doors.
Very well. You have given us your time, and that we appreciate, and we understand.
I apologize for being such a monogamous kind of hero.
I do need to talk to the GC just to get some clarification, so 1 second.
Why threatening me? Because I want to beat you and I want you to bring you to the Diplo table so that we could discuss something.
Can I talk to the GC real quick? Dustin, you got a second?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Want to hop to another channel real quick?
Yeah.
Hop up the wolf. Yep.
I don't care. I'm deaf for it.
So I just want to get clarification on how this war has to happen. Obviously, I made a fourth party, the Wolf Party, and we're preparing to dethrone the Empress, essentially. And my two questions are, one, I've been hearing that this has to be done within, like, a short period of time. And two, how's this war going to happen? Like, what kind of war do I need to start in order to, like, secure the end? Because the end result for my faction is to place the heir of Wesdam onto the throne.
I will say that my king died and it's different dynasty.
Well, I think technically, like, mechanic-wise, there's nothing you can do to do that.
If I start, like, a take capital of Istrelor situation, can in between games, I guess we just, like,
Yeah, that would have to be a safe edit.
Yeah. Okay, then the next election will just go that way. Because I'm trying to think, like, how this would even work. Because, like, but this is a title to basically dethrone the Empress, so I guess in the roleplay she just wouldn't be Empress anymore.
I mean, what you can do is, like, in the factions involved in the war, you can decide that everybody in there has to vote for you. But then again, what happens when your leader dies and shit like that? Like, it's best to do it just in between sessions as a safe edit.
Gotcha. All right, in that case,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go.
you-
I'm gonna just start a supremacy war and do it that way. Then is that fine?
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to, like, exchange any land, right? So it wouldn't actually matter.
Did Chris desync? Do we not have Kavaria?
He's just gray. But no, he's
Nope.
in.
I
Like, you
can't.
can see him
Apparently,
in.
I can't call him to the war. Apparently,
He should be in.
your ally Kavaria will not be called into your war against Istrelor. You cannot call an ally that would refuse your call of arms, but he's a player.
Maybe because he has good relations with Istrelor.
I gotta talk to
He
him.
would lose stability. You have to.
You should still get the option to do it, shouldn't you? Or
I'm not sure, actually.
I'll go talk to him and figure it out.
But he should be in game. I see him.
Yeah, I see him too. Where the hell is he? He's not in any of the channels that I see. Do you see him? Oh, there he is. Okay.
How do I transfer that?
Out of roleplay, Chris. It's I
I'm currently in a war.
Oh, okay.
So it's thinking. Hold on.
Thank you. I mean, you don't. I mean, it is a different war type, but I just wanted to make sure.
How long till that war's done? Because we do got to do the big war.
Well, I'm not doing it. I'm not declaring any war. So.
You're
if people...
completely out of this now.
What do you mean? No, I'm not completely out of it. I'm trying to gain. I'm trying. I see their chat and it frightens me. So.
You have Sugambra on your side?
Yes, but there is currently something going on with the siege of
ran it, and has to be
That's
resolved
not-
before we go forward.
Okay.
That's nothing to do with me. That's nothing to do with me.
So
You guys
is
still
Wex? Are you no longer going to war with Israel, or what's happening?
Oh, I mean, they have claims to attack me, and I have claims to attack them. It's just decided which one will do it first.
Well, the Wolf faction is about ready to go. So, do we? I thought we were gonna fight jointly, aren't we?
Yes, but if we're going to fight jointly, I would consider it best if we would both be in the same war camp, organizing our forces.
If you would like to
Because
mutually all join together in the VC up there, that's completely fine.
Is this NRP?
I guess it's kind of out of RP at this point. I'm just trying to clarify what the fuck's
Because
happening.
I'm part of the Moon Party.
Yeah, I
should not be
understand,
doing
but
this.
you just don't let this impact your roleplay, right? So it's totally fine.
Okay, yeah. I was just wondering. Yeah, I was just wondering if that's why.
Like, if you hear out of RP conversation, we can't police it, but you shouldn't just run around telling people what you hear, kind of thing. But you know, we can't police it. So hold on, I'm trying to get this clarification from Lex though. So like,
King Rian,
what?
The newly the newly the king of Lorent would like to introduce his new policies, as he is the third cousin of the old king. The succession was not pretty, I can say this as a diplomat, but the king would like to make his position clear that a support out of kinship is no longer sufficient for the crown of Lorent.
So Laurent will no longer be supporting and following through with their promises, I take it?
The old king is dead. We must make certain...
I understand, but you as a nation have made promises. I take it then that Laurent, a nation known for its honor and gallantry, will then be breaking its word. Am I getting this correct?
I'm a fellow family member as well.
Okay, both of you must understand that a promise made to one's first cousin...
You made promises to Wesdam that were entirely outside of kinship. They were regarding the political nature, and you gave your word. Or
Suganbird,
your
do you
nation.
want to hop in a different chat really quick so we can get this started?
Yeah.
You're all
Also,
like,
yeah.
Also, this is pretty big. Out of RP, this is pretty big. Like,
No, he did have a huge ruling party change. He's got an admin cost in power now for some reason, so...
I'm quite shocked out of RP. I need to deal with this.
So, but I want to get clarification so I know what is not happening at this point. Like, are
I have no idea. I have no idea.
We need some type of other factors in agreement. We're still very much against Israel.
so you will still you will support this war then?
Yes.
Okay.
But
Then can I please get some clarification from Wex, because I'm trying to figure out what's happening right now. Okay. Wex, what is happening right now?
I have no idea. I have no idea who's on my side, who's not on my side. It's not clear to me at
You
all.
you have your faction. Yeah, you have your faction, which is your allies, and I have my faction, which is my allies. We are seeking to put my heir on the throne of the Empire. You are seeking, at least from what I've heard and in roleplay, to get revenge on Istrelor. So my assumption would be we're both starting wars.
Mm-hmm.
I have bad news to report, Mr. Kravoria.
But I was also doing RP with Korovia, then everyone joined.
The Shadow Princess is dead. Everything I had planned
really nice.
in the toilet.
Chris, could I just quickly do that RP with Chris, please?
Yep.
Like, and we'll kind of.
I understand. Yes, if they promised you those provinces, I understand why you joined their party, and I cannot hold that against you. Though I wish you had, stayed in support of, the rightful leaders of the Empire. Oh, hello, Wesdam.
This is Reina Medalaire, but yes.
Oh yes, I was just here to talk with Entaben about why they left the party on him, but.
Great Ordering is
You know,
supporting an
I
empress who does
understand.
not make dramatic acts of tyranny. Unfortunately, it is a shame.
What are these acts of tyranny you're speaking of? Like, seriously, I want to know what's tyrannical about what the Empress has done. She set up a commission to ensure that the partition of the New World is carried out fairly, and that
You can
no
you can
nations
describe
are
it however
locked
it's
out of
like.
colonization.
Everyone has read the decrees. We all know what it is, and we are well past the point of debate.
All right. I guess you believe that Moonhaven would abuse their position. I, however, feel that in the event they were
Have you
to abuse it,
have
they
you
would
read
lose.
the wording of it? It is entirely giving them sole dominion of our Elantir.
I have. It is giving them sole power to assign territory in Elantir.
Well, the difference
Like,
of
it is
wording is
giving
something
them
for
power.
learned men in your Conwell Institute to debate. We deal with actual political reality when you make political decision making, and as such, we see this for what it truly is, as does many in the Empire, unfortunately.
Well, I think that you are sorely mistaken if you consider this some sort of power grab.
Perhaps.
If Moonhaven were ever to abuse this power that they have been granted, they would lose their position and be punished.
Perhaps.
Like, the Empress has not done anything so far to suggest.
Regardless, I out of roleplay, I am not debating this since we are about to get this going. So I'm just trying to get everything in.
No, I'm not
beginning
trying to convince
Yeah,
you
no,
because you are the one who started your own party. Yes. But I just feel that I should make a statement because I don't believe the things you're saying to be true.
And that is fair, and that is something you are welcome to talk
And
about.
also, you have like recruited people out of my party, so.
Of course.
Get an update on who's gonna war who in this.
Okay, so I can't get a legitimate response from Wex right now, so I don't know what the fuck he's doing. The people who are for sure going to be in this war is everyone currently allied to me. Wex had said he was going to fight a separate war. I don't know what he's doing anymore. He's now saying that he might not. I don't understand what he is currently doing, so...
Rent,
All your allies going to declare war on the Emperor in Istralor.
Yeah, so what's going to happen out of roleplay is I'm going to declare a superiority war for Istralor, which obviously we can't do a save edit in the middle, but if it's successful, roleplay-wise, the Empress would be effectively dethroned and have no power. She'll still have all the benefits in the game since we can't change it, but we'll wait between sessions to... Well, there will be, I guess, an election, or we'll do a save edit or something like that, but this is a war to basically dethrone her.
In that case, Wisdom.
Yes.
I thought that is what Antipen was against.
Hold on. What's up?
Would you like if the nation of BPEC changed their vote towards Wisdom?
Yes, that would be preferable.
And it is done.
Very well.
If there is no great war, we would like to do as we discussed earlier regarding Vertesk in 2 years' time.
Yeah, there is about to be a war, so...
Yes, in that case, it will be postponed, but if not, the BPEC nation can no longer stand by the halflings being oppressed in Vertesk.
Very well. The other option to avoid war is we could call upon, I suppose, an emergency election, but I don't think the Empress would agree to that.
I'm afraid not. She would not.
No.
And she can win again currently, going by the polls I'm seeing.
Some of the electors are camouflaged currently. As in they
I think calling upon the election would be better than outright war in the Empire again.
Indeed. Also, Lord of Entben, have you taken a side yet? As currently you are outside the Empire.
I'm joining the Wolf Party. I don't really like it, but it's the best option I can think of right now.
I think I must say it is, for me, somewhat strange that so many outside nations end up joining a war that should be, or a discussion that should be an Empire matter.
Hold on. I think. Oh man, is the Magisterium desynced right now?
Really? I don't think so.
Oh man, I think he might be.
This war has become way too chaotic.
It has.
Yeah, I know.
It doesn't happen.
It's gotten very chaotic.
Yes, that's what you get with 40 players.
Yep. Which is what you want, but the main issue right now is I can't get a straight answer out of Wex, so I just don't know what he's doing.
He wants to have the sides 100% stacked in his favor before he does anything.
I know.
I can tell. which is just boring. I don't know.
It's not changing. All right, so he is. Okay.
Hello, sorry if I'm bringing in Ensign. I cannot, like, if you are not here within 30 days, I will be peating them out as they are right now.
Wait, what? What are you doing?
I can't allow them to win the siege. Like, Ren, get in position to... Actually, come down here, declare war and come down and help me kill the army here.
Oh, and they're still allied with Rubenair.
Oh,
but...
right.
Fine, I'll help.
I don't think they should join the war, actually. Like, their capital is siege, they should be having high war exhaustion.
I guess when Kaveri is done with their war is when we're going to start this thing.
Oh, never mind, I'm beating the army handedly. Apparently.
Are you currently at war with Rubenair, too, by the way? I'm just curious.
Yes, I am.
Alright. I'll help you take
not
out
Rubenair, sorry. I listen. I can... I'll go and... kill...
Crap, okay.
I can kill the Ren for you.
Dude, I said we're not doing this right now.
Well, I know, but the Rain currently has no men.
All right.
Yeah, I'm wiping the rest of the army. But yeah, I hadn't seen how far they had gotten under siege. Yeah.
This will be a quick war.
Oh, well, this has been about as hectic as I imagined.
Yep.
And now
sorry.
I'm in a war. Okay.
Oh. Out of RP, I'm not going to be the one to declare the war.
Wait, who will?
Would you?
Because
What's going on now? Wait.
Wasn't your whole
Yeah.
roleplay that you wanted to fight Istralor for a revenge, like? Or...
Yeah, but they also said that if I didn't renounce the emperorship, she would press claims and attack, as well. She stated that in a.
She
statement
doesn't have to
made.
follow up, and she's not going to, given that there's so many people against her now.
Yeah, this whole thing
They're
is going to turn into a debate. I'm calling it.
I'm gonna deal with their fleet just in a second. But you're gonna have to declare, like Lex.
Don't worry about the fleet. We don't need to worry about the fleet.
So if you declare, and when you see that,
If
you'll
you
also
want
declare-
revenge, what we could do is merge the factions. So I could ally with you and Sugamber, and then I could call you all in when we do this. You could get your revenge. We can dethrone the Empress.
I mean, I will not lie. Rayna. I also vow for the emperorship as well, as my father before me.
Do you have any electors that plan to support you?
Yes. Hold on. Who wants to speak with me?
King of Laurent, I've made it very clear that the Duchy of Duran...
Guys, hold on. There's a conversation in here going regarding the name of this VC. If you want to do this, you can go to another channel. Anyway, Wex, we got to debate this. So, I understand, I guess, that you also are seeking to get the emperorship back, but do you have any electors who plan to back you?
Perhaps, yes.
So there are many within the Moonhaven party who plan on supporting you then?
Well, if we win the war, I'm sure that can change. If I win this war, as long as you
Perhaps.
do as well.
We could, how about this? We work together, we fight the war against Istralor, and when the time comes, when she is defeated, we will have another election again. And you may suggest yourself to be the emperor, and I will suggest my granddaughter to be the empress, and whoever wins in the voting.
I will only allow this if I get to if I get to kill the Empress myself for what she has done to my family.
Of course, that is of no interest to me.
Then this is agreed upon. I see.
Can you
no
go
ill
talk with
call
Sir
to
Gamber
you.
and make sure that they are fully on board?
I will call them here.
Now, we shall speak with great order.
Hello.
Greetings. Wex, I think, is going to explain to you what's going on. It appears that we're going to be merging into a single faction, so I think I'm going to ally you and Wex. We're going to fight the war against Istralor. After she's dethroned, we're going to have an election, and it will most likely be between Kaelin, Wex, and then Reyna Silmuna.
But I believe there should be some time before the election, so we'll.
It will be right at the end of the war.
Yes, we would be able to choose the new emperor based on war contribution, kind of.
No, it would be a full-on vote by the electors, as the Empire is. Traditions matter. That's why we're fighting this war.
That makes it interesting, because you're an elector yourself. Well, you're not an elector. Okay, never mind. I think this is fair.
Very well.
So the Dove party has decided to join the Wolf party.
It would appear that way. As
have
such,
they?
we would need a public statement.
This isn't the Dove party, it's the Rose party. There's so many, I know, but... So Gambert, if you're supporting Wex, you need to accept so I can declare the war and we all fight together. Unless...
Yes. Okay, do it.
I have to wait a month, but yeah.
Sorry.
Wait, the elector of Pearlsledge is backing Vern for the Imperial throne.
Again, I said camouflage. That's a whole other situation. We can deal with that as it arises. Hold on, I have to fight an important naval battle here. 1 second. Yeah, I forgot they had all those heavy ships. We'll sink it, but...
I feel sad for Rio. He got dealt a very bad hand.
When is this war in Iran ending, by the way? Like, what is going on with that?
No, that's November. That's
We've made a deal. I'm getting another province from Basan and one from Aradan, and he can have the rest. As the Wex war is more important right now.
Yeah. Do we know when the peace treaty is happening? Because I can't call Kavaria until it does.
I think once he sieges down the final fort. I should have mothballed that fort. But oh well.
Before we write this, can I write out a RP message before we do this?
We're gonna declare as soon as Kavaria makes their peace. So if you can do it before then, yes.
Yeah, do it real. Make a short one, not a long one.
Oh, Corvoria is helping Istralar?
No, they are helping us.
Ah, okay. Because they're allied to Istralar, so I was...
Yes. Oh, that's why they'll need to break their alliance. That's why I can't call them. Let me go talk real quick. Chris, in order to start this war, can you break your alliance with Istralar so I can call you?
Maybe the GCs know about it, but like...
I'm still waiting on finishing this war.
Nobody's been... The GCs have been focused on all the Lilac War stuff, so they haven't really paid attention to what the Bull Wars is going on there.
Is the peace treaty getting close, or...?
Yeah, I think so. What happened is everyone, as soon as a war starts, everyone tries to jump in on it to take their own bit.
Yep.
And it's a bit of a nightmare, because then it's all separate wars, and they're all sieging separately, so nobody can actually piece anyone out when it comes to the eye.
I've got like a big military though, so we got to do this soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that. Is it the Ryul's player that's left because of another player? The AI jumped on them, I think. Or was that prior?
Oh, he left?
Yeah.
Aw, he was a really good role player.
But the only interaction I had was I'll have to get back to them because there's all sorts going on in the Empire at the moment I'm involved in. And
We gotta get this war going. Like like it's like herding cats, and like we've got everyone in position, and that will not last for long. So, like this war's we gotta get this thing started.
Oh, definitely. I think he's just got to siege this last section, and he's at 0% chance now, so it's going up.
Oh, it's because it still hasn't fallen. Oh my god. Jesus.
Because Pearl Edge jumped in on the war as soon as it started to try and snatch land.
From who?
Aranen, it's an AI. And because they jumped on the capital straight away, they just sat on it, and basically we had to let them do what they wanted
Oh
first.
fuck, we really gotta go. I just took another heavy ship from fucking boarding. I can't maintain these. I have so many loans.
I should be able to join the war after it starts, shouldn't I?
No, well, yeah, I suppose. Alright. In that case.
I think at the...
No,
it doesn't. If she wants to do that, she can come herself to me.
Alright, I've declared it.
Well, she's busy with other affairs right now, like this current war, but I see that.
Here we go.
I would suggest probably let him siege down the Aranan fort yet, because...
BPEC, can you merge your fleet with mine?
I'm moving to you right now as we speak.
C2, I'm gonna let you like.
Let's hit them. Let's hit them in Conwell. Oh.
They have already engaged me. Only 8 of them. It's
Okay,
Anbennar
we're
cost.
splitting their fleet.
I may have to retreat.
I can move there. We've got a full fleet. Just hold. You may take some damage, but we're gonna kill the Conwell fleet, and we can be right there.
Nathaler?
He has retreated.
I'm sitting. There we go. We broke the
I've
Conwell
engaged
fleet.
him down south.
In the
Down
south.
I've engaged him again.
Yep, I'm on my way.
Moving my units as we speak to siege down Dame's Crown.
Is Nathaler here yet? Yeah, because I would like to merge my fleets with his.
And the war has begun.
Where do we put?
C2, keep wait, is Sagambe here?
I am.
Could you stay within the territories of Wex so we can merge our armies together?
Yeah, of course. I was gonna follow you, but yeah, sure.
I need to find a GC.
I think we need to deal with those as well. They're still separated. That's our priority.
Head to Wexkeep.
This is Abencost. I may have to yield due to how close I am to you. You crushed my army. You crushed the city guard. What do you guys want?
If you would agree to stand down your troops and not use your navy at all in this war, we will not sack your city.
I agree with that. It took me forever to repair the sacking.
We have terms?
We have terms.
Very well.
Send the
In that
people
case,
out to the
Abencost
city.
is formally protected throughout this war and cannot be sieged nor sacked.
I'll stay in my city.
Oh, the Dove Party just entered. Who'd they side with? Against us! Oh.
Yeah, I
really?
Yeah.
You know, what happened to neutrality between your two parties? Like, you guys are seriously teaming up?
Sugarmber.
Politically, it completely switched.
Sugarmber.
Sugarmber. The Darthex player rule broke against us. He scorched earth. That's how he destroyed all our armies.
He did rule break.
So he rule breaks, metagaming.
Wex, we need
no
your assistance
RP.
down south, Navy. Wesdam, need your...
I'm sitting it. One moment.
I'm gonna try to get him kicked.
I retreated for now. I'll come back in later.
Tired of by like 100.
Yeah.
Well, what is this
Me
spam?
too.
Jesus.
It's Iran and they keep doing it. What the hell? Oh, I have to siege. Oh, wait, I can siege Iran and Daugen.
Do we know that a fleet is? The first priority is we need to destroy their fleet so we can control the crossing.
I'm sending my fleet closer.
Oh yeah, wait.
It's
Actually,
on the way.
I was talking to you. Okay, yeah, I guess.
I found it. It's by off the coast of Vern.
Be able to call
I'm sending it.
Pearl's
I'm
Ledge.
sending.
We should request the aid from Pearl's Ledge.
Oh, Galwa's AFK apparently. fuck? Oh, come on, man.
No, it's not Kawed is here. He's
Oh, he is?
talking to me.
Okay.
He is not there.
There's a naval battle on the south of the coast of Moonhaven.
I'm on my way. I'm
Oh, I
there.
see.
My fleet's here.
Well, I have a war wizard as well.
Do you really? Oh my god, you do.
Yes.
We'll hold the crossing.
What's
Yeah, I'll be back. Give me 1 second.
Is it like normal to pause?
Sorry?
Or is it normal to pause?
I think they're reorganizing.
This is too complicated of a war to not pause.
Yeah, there's so many different factions.
Yeah,
I feel like if you don't, could we get? I really like Syrian support, but I don't know. Like I don't know how it makes.
I'm
the
not
Dark
helping
Party was
anybody.
live.
I'm not helping anybody, dude. I don't know if you saw that, but Istralor fucking just straight up told us that Vernus claimed to the whole Divan Hall, and Moonhaven has claimed to all of Aelintir.
Yep, the amount they claimed. That's the issue. Like we did not plan to do any of this, but they literally gave all the colonies away to their friends, which is why we had to enter this war. Out of roleplay, at the end of this, I intend to just call for a new election and basically do nothing else at the end. So.
Wait, so what is your opinion on that? Wouldn't they be angered?
Who?
Those players that are now saying about those Vern and stuff being promised everything, surely that would make you call up arms against Istralor.
Yeah, that's like the whole reason. That's why the Wolf Party was founded. It was the tyranny of the Empress. Like that's why we are here.
Yeah. Also why Iluzna joined. Like
I mean, we just beat the shit out of like Sugamber and Nathalar and Busalar. So if they want to come down and try to take it from us, they can try. But I'm not going to commit more troops and money to fighting an imperial war where it sounds like you guys are about to tear yourselves apart. So
I'm just sending my ships, and they can have a look at it.
Like,
If you don't get involved though, and we don't win, then Vern gets all the claims on everything. Moonhaven gets all the claims. On everything.
Moonhaven gets Aelintir, and Vern gets everything else if this war doesn't happen. That's why it's happening. So, yep.
And
why I
Vern's
like
spent army can run up against 60,000.
96 ships. What the fuck?
Vern's spent army.
Arrgh.
Wait, hold on. Wex, no, it's fine. Do you want to engage these 24?
Hoist the boarding pikes. Use your
Yeah,
cutlass, men.
I do, yeah. Up in Wex, yeah, I do. We've got Damon's Crown and Silverforge up there.
We have victory, arg.
That's why I played it was a terrible mistake.
Can you attach C2? Can you attach my army to Sagamber?
Coming north.
He's retreating though. He just retreated.
I'd like to report on the naval front in the Wyverns Gulf. We have the Varnish Navy in port. I'm blockading them. I could use reinforcements in the blockade.
I will join you now. I might take a while to sail all the way from Iluzna, but
Rex,
my ships are now ready.
do you want to get your army over to the crossing?
Oh yeah, we could actually.
We need to break that crossing. We have our armies all prepared to cross.
C2 and Sagamber, can you do that, please?
I'm heading
C2?
down into Vern.
As well as Sagamber.
It might be best if you actually. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Sagamber, yeah, can you come over here so we can take the crossing?
I'll go first if we're gonna cross. By the way, I'll go
Wesdam,
there.
we need to cross now if we're gonna
wait,
defend our fort. Start crossing the river. We need to get to the mainland.
Alright, so I should start crossing.
Yeah, start crossing. Wesdam, are you in? We need you as well, Wesdam.
Yep, going. Sorry.
I'm quickly
I'll
intercepting.
B-Pick, I guess you can reinforce. Like.
Yeah. Magisterium. Yeah, I'll go before you, Magisterium. You need time to reinforce your people. Oh shit, I need to go over it right now.
Oh, we've even got the Magisterium. Nice.
We will not be able to cross. Oh no, that's their entire army. That's.
Is there any other points that you block?
Everyone's got to get in here.
Yeah,
Magisterium, can you reinforce it with that stack?
Dames Cross, go, go, go.
Oh no, yeah, we have to go to that fight as well. Shit. Yeah,
Wex, you got us in forces up here.
I
Go
can't.
to the fight.
Silverforge is Sagamber.
It doesn't matter about Silverforge. This is the more important battle.
You're fighting Silverforge when the biggest battle of the war is being fought?
Wex made the critical error. Wex throw.
Oh man.
Wex is throwing.
Wex 2 is dealing with this. Yeah, Wex 2 is dealing with this.
We could have had.
Yeah, all your stacks could have been up there, but okay.
We might be able to just hold.
You guys. It's not good. You guys are gonna lose.
Oh, it'll be close. It'll be close. It'll be close.
Not close enough.
Not close enough.
Come on.
No.
You've got lost.
Come on.
Oh.
They retreated.
Oh, we're
retreating.
We're retreating east. Yeah, we'll be able to regroup. Go back to Wex. Regroup at the keep.
Yeah. Regroup in the... Yes.
Regroup at the keep.
Is Lawrence sending anything? Oh, they're fighting Godwood, aren't they?
Yeah, Godwood's down with their band right there.
Yeah.
We just need to keep naval superiority, and then the island of Damar is fine.
Alright,
Oh,
where's
shit.
the money I was promised for this war?
I have been sack wiped. Oh well.
Completely?
Yes.
Who? BPIC?
No, people were
Who's-
fine.
Yeah.
Laurent stepped away from the frickin'
That's a new
Oh
player,
crap.
so-
They're
I
attacking
need
me
to
up north.
maybe.
Up north. They're sending the whole army. You gotta send everything in here.
Go,
Dude, they have a -1. Reinforce, we can win.
We can win.
Send your troops.
Come up north. We can win.
Come up north, quick.
They have a -1. They have a -1. They have a
Magisterium, you need to send your troops.
I can't move. I needed to reinforce my. I was locked because of morale.
I think we
Come
might.
on, Sogamate, come on. move,
Corvaria,
move,
you got
move.
24k down the bottom.
Corvaria, can you move up?
Yeah, I got
Conwell, man.
It's unfortunate that we engaged not at maximum
It's doing good.
morale, but I think we can still win.
I'm coming. I should make it. Yeah.
Here comes the
one staff's
Corvarians.
gonna definitely get in there.
Oh fuck! I retreated right there.
And we are now stuck in the east. We have to stay in the east now.
Yep. We're cut off.
Here
We do
comes
control the
second
Dame's
side.
Head, though.
That we do.
I mean, they are also stuck in the east. They can't cross.
The people of Nathan are happy to report that we are building up a host of landlubbers to come reinforce with. In our previous conflict against the Sun Elves, our entire army was destroyed.
Retreat east, retreat far east.
Is there any other force need blocking? Because like we're blocking Vern with like hundreds of ships. I guess like 70.
Wait, did we lose that battle?
Yes,
We
we
did,
did.
yeah.
We're also losing in the west. Laurent is
Yeah,
losing
wait,
against Arbon and
Are they really to Godwood?
Yeah.
Laurent is not recommitting all his troops. Also, Royslard, his vassal, is not helping out with 20k.
Yeah, he said he wouldn't.
This is.
Royalstar took all that territory there too. Oh my gosh.
This looks like a one-side war.
He should be fighting in the war.
Maybe the Royal Authority had made a deal.
Laurent, get your vassal to come help.
They have a
They already
vessel with
went.
90% liberty desire. Or is that
No,
not-
but he has to play a vassal.
Oh, okay.
And it's a vassal.
We'll just have to wait, I suppose.
Yeah, we gotta just regroup in Sugamber.
Yeah, regroup. If we can, like, the people in the east, if you can hire mercenaries or something, I don't know. Just
Can someone
we
take
need
care
more
of those
troops.
10k rebels?
Well, it does seem like we're pretty unbalanced with Gowed and like the two big people in the
Arbor and
Empire.
joined as well, and
Yeah.
they're really big, so.
Yeah,
Arbor
they are.
and Rock 30k
We've
troops.
Gowed.
Ibavar
Yeah,
is not released.
Arbran and Gawed against Laurent should be a fair fight. Laurent is.
He doesn't play.
Well-
I think this is the first time he's ever played EU4, so.
Yeah, he cannot
Yeah.
beat them with their combined experience is too great for him, if I had to guess.
I know Arborin's a very
Hey,
good
does
player.
anyone,
So.
Can anyone allow transport? I think my merc's about to get. Yeah, because I can't really move.
Oh man, in the south, that's huge. We need a reinforced Magisterium in the south. Oh fuck, I can't get there. If we
Yes,
could
sir,
push
yes, sir.
out the Verna fleet, that'd be huge.
Wait, where's that fleet?
He's trying to force the
Can
Vern
you
fleet
allow
out of port.
transport on your?
Oh yeah, that would be cool. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, didn't work. I don't know why it retreated. To
If
that
you have the
when
troops,
it
hold
was
on,
secure.
everyone. We just don't have that many though, do we?
Oh, we need to take care of those loose troops, like 12k. We can easily remove them.
Yeah, let's
That's
go
amazing.
kill the Conwell army with me. Follow my troops. We'll kill the Conwell army if we can, and then we're gonna go knock that Vern fleet out of fort and kill it.
Yeah, let's do it.
They're moving north. We have to intercept them going north.
Yep.
We may also
moving
lose
towards
Wexkeep. We might be able, actually. Perhaps we should try and defend Wexkeep. That's the capital of Wex.
Yeah, I think if we just.
The Emperor's not there. It's simply symbolic.
Then again, it is a hill, so it could be good for us to try and
Yes,
help.
it's a good
fight
battle
there.
for us.
It is a good battle.
Yeah, they've got all the
I've also
stacks of
got my
weapons as well, though.
war
I
wizard
think our
back as
best
well.
bet is to fight in Wex. It might.
They
be
don't
our
have a
best bet.
general there as well.
Otherwise,
Yeah, go
we
to
will-
Wex.
We have to go to Wex. Otherwise, we'll lose our fort line. I think that is our best course of action. if you ask me.
Well, they're gonna move off though. We're gonna hit that guys in the north. They're gonna have to move off their whole army. They're gonna hit the army in the north, the Cornwall one. We have to get that one. It'll force them off of Wex.
Go to Cornwall. We'll force them off.
Or they'll take the siege and lose the battle, which is good for us.
They're not gonna take it.
Nope, they broke it.
The battle's over.
Hit the army in the north. Come around, swing around. Hit the Silver Forge army. Hit the silver, like up there in the north. Hit that one. We can force them off of the siege, or we just keep killing their armies.
Yep. It's better to take the siege battle because they get the defensive bonus from the hill.
Yeah, but they can whack all their stacks on that, and they've got.
I think at this point we have to fight in Wex Keep. We're not gonna be able to flank them. I think we go for the.
No, we hit them there. They have to move off of it if we hit the army in the north. Like hit. Follow me. Follow my troops right now. Go, Conwell.
All right, we're dying. All right, going in. At Wex, we're going up north.
What?
And
What are
we're
you
fighting
doing?
at -1.
Why would you go?
Why
for that?
would you
go
do
to
that?
What? Now they can just push armies on and win it.
Because this way they can't reinforce the battle.
No, but in this way, you want them to reinforce the battle.
We wanted them to pull off of it. That was the whole point of what we were doing.
This was
It would break the siege.
Dog, man.
My God.
Wait, we still have
You're
superior
basically
numbers.
in there just getting wiped. Jesus.
Yeah,
We still
every
have
army that
superior
went
numbers.
into Wex there just fucked themselves.
Oh, what are you guys doing in the capital?
We're still fighting at -1, but oh well.
Nobody knows.
Oh my God, Wex.
This is C2. I'm letting my card do this. I don't know
Wex
how.
throwing?
Wex is throwing.
I think
Is that
so.
what you say?
Wait, who is playing Rosalard? Why isn't he over here?
Rosalard is fighting in the west. Against,
shit.
Goed.
I think we need to retreat this. We should pick a date.
On the 12th, retreat.
We've got this. I think I'm leading the.
No, you
battle.
don't. Look at their
I've got
morale.
11
Look at their
shots.
morale. We got a -1.
No, we have a
Retreat
7
to
shot lead. We have a
Soget
7 shot lead.
and
We can still win with the 7 shock in theory. But it's highly unlikely
No.
with the -1.
No, we're afflicting like.
Alright, 25th retreat to Soget, okay?
Hold on, no, we are holding kind of.
Nah, but they're.
can reinforce.
If they reinforce with that, there you go.
Oh, there it is.
We might get stack wiped now, as we lost the fort as
God
well.
damn it! Why did they go to Wex, man?
Well, if we all
That would have
stuck on
we
one
would have
battle,
won the
we
war
would've
there.
fought the siege.
We
I
should
don't
have
think
fought
so.
in Wex Keep instead. It would have been
Yeah,
better odds.
it would
It would have because they would have mass produced us on that point.
That was
It's
ridiculous.
just that one defense bonus wouldn't have fixed it.
Also, I thought that the sides were meant to be decided before the war, so this didn't
No,
happen.
because they were gonna get off the fort, and it was gonna be win-win both.
Yep, they would
Yeah.
have pulled off the fort to reinforce, so they would have lost
Yep.
the siege.
I don't
That
know
was
what's
the
up with
point
all
of
of our
it. They would
forces
have to
right now,
win
though.
that battle. They would have to pull off the siege.
Is Laurent here?
No, he's not.
Laurent is currently standing still.
Yep,
in the
he's just
west,
sitting there.
doing nothing. Not even
Yeah,
see.
They might have made a separate treaty or something.
Administration infiltrated. We can
Yeah, I
see
got that
their.
as well.
Yeah, they have a lot of units. It's not good.
Yeah, what is this? Like, it seems kind of stacked when Araban and Ibavar fight.
It's not stacked.
It's not stacked. We just keep fucking up. That's the issue here.
Out of character, we are stacking them honestly.
We've got the numeric
It's just that
advantage.
we're
it's
doing
that we
like
weren't
bad
using it.
things like that. No.
Yeah, you're not listening to doing stuff, and you're just going out on your own.
Yep.
And trying to do.
Like
stuff.
Wex, let's make this very clear. We are losing this because of your actions. Let's make that very clear right now.
That's my co-op. That's my co-op, okay?
We should.
Can you move down?
Wex and Laurent throwing. How about that?
Oh, where's
Everybody have it.
C2? Wex is in this. Chat as
Sugamber, move down a couple channels.
Images there's Wex too.
Yeah, Rex 2 is my co-op. I'm letting him go to the war.
Go to
bad time.
Sugamber, go to Empty Rose Party channel, or come to Moon Party for a second. We need to talk.
If you think about it, we can still probably win this out of manpower. Maybe.
I still have a
don't
lot of
know how
manpower to
many people
reinforce,
said
to be
that.
honest. So potentially.
Estralos probably won't win out of manpower, but
Hell's Ledge needs to join us, well as like Lord of Edeben as well.
Estrelor has 50,000 manpower left.
Protecting myself now, boys. Every man for himself now.
I'm back.
Wait, Wex just.
Sugamber just Wex surrendered.
How?
What?
How?
I was
How did I
Sugamber.
surrender?
Yeah.
Wait, who surrendered? I didn't surrender.
Sugamber.
So does
Sugamber
that mean I surrendered?
No, it means one of the people.
Sorry,
fighting
guys.
is slow.
I am not willing to lose more of my people for this.
You weren't even in threat of being sieged down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there is much that can be done at this point.
Yeah. Oh man. If they'd reinforced us in the west, we wouldn't. If they would have reinforced us in the east, we would have won. Ugh, God. Not the layers out. Alright, this war's over. We're gonna have to seek terms in a minute.
Pirates, look out for themselves. We are about to be killed. We cannot have that.
Oh,
Hope you don't take
Galway
it
just got pushed
personal.
back. Coveria.
I hope you don't take my peace personally.
Wow. Okay.
Arg,
Yeah,
I'm out of here.
just build up the forces.
I
Much
will.
as you can.
I will say I did fight for Wex, even though I was forced to choose a side.
Wait, how come I can't call in my ally, like, Pulsivar?
You're not the war leader. You can't
Oh.
call any ally.
Hey, my Grand Duke Istador accepted peace with their former enemies, the Magisterium.
Hey, I would like to request a pause so I can make a peace.
Peace terms.
Oh yeah, you can pause the game for that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can someone let everybody know, because as an observer I cannot write in chat, sadly.
I'm doing it.
Who do we still have in this war?
All right. So, whose families are ready to get executed?
All right, I'm pulling my men back to the west. We're gonna win the war there.
I do feel like, you know, I do feel like we should, you know, be able to get some territorial concessions out of this war.
It's a humiliation war. I mean,
I know, you declared with the 1BB that we couldn't give you retribution if you lost.
It was the only casus belli I had, and since this is purely a war for the emperorship, I talked to Dustin about it.
Yeah, but do you think maybe I could?
Because like when the war was done, hold on, let me speak real quick. When the war was done, we were gonna call for one thing, which was a new election to get rid of the empress. That was what we were fighting this war for. So
okay, but I don't care what you declare the war for.
Okay.
You declared a war, and you are losing.
We are losing. That is true.
You should have some consequence.
I agree. Consequence is reasonable. Yeah, that's
you
certainly
have
the case.
everything to gain, and we have everything to lose. There was no way that we committed this, even if we win with anything of value. For
That's fair. But that being said, we're not going to peace out yet because we do have the Dame's Crown blocked and the West is still being fought.
Okay, so you want us? Okay, so we're just.
So you want us to continue the war? All right.
Yeah, we're going to keep going. We're not done yet.
The West will be won by the Moon Party. I do not have to tell you this. This is not even a guarantee. This is a Brandon guarantee that you've lost the Western Front as well.
Yeah, once we free up all our troops here, I'm gonna give you some free advice.
Once you free up all the troops that you've lost, marching your entire army over to the Eastern Dame's Head, which you then lost.
I'm saying. So as soon as we're done here, we're gonna march all the way to Lorraine and destroy it.
As soon as they're done getting their entire army destroyed. Yeah.
That's fine. It is a roleplay game. You got to remember. So a total victory by you guys is not a bad thing necessarily. Like, I want to clarify. I'm not doing this out of like a. Can I make this one very clear? I'm not trying to fight it like a fucking fear bunker war here. It's just that this is a full war and it wouldn't be ended at this point, and this is not like a meta war. It's a roleplay war. So if you guys get a total victory, it's not a bad thing in the roleplay, right? So.
But what I'm just saying now is, in the event that we do get total victory, that like we should be able to extract some concessions, even though this is a humiliation.
Yeah, you're winning the war, which is reasonable. So I mean, obviously, I think
like
you taking things is fair.
Annexation or whatever, but like
no, not full annexation, but like I have claims on certain borderlands.
I have
like
as
so
well.
does Istralor. Like
So does Galway.
there is territory we were hoping to gain out of this war.
I will not cede any territories. I have 18, more than 1,500 gold ready to buy mercenaries for.
Was that from you? Is you are ending your overlordship over Rolasard is what we might want for you as of territorial concessions.
Oh, I won't land in the north. I was promised by the Emperor!
You defeated your armies. You have nothing.
Once! We defeated yours twice!
Alright, anyway, we'll get back to the war. We can have the
later. To me, but now it's clear that peace. We'll accept a white peace, nothing less.
I want way more than that.
Why are you even fighting for it?
I'm fighting because you said you were going to declare war on me.
I did not say that. You're
I
lying.
don't even like Istralor. Fucking hell. I'm going to go down.
This is clearly a very, oh my gosh.
Nah, I'm just starting to get drunk.
Man, I just wanted a good roleplay war! Jesus!
It ended way too quickly, like, Jesus.
Wex, I don't know if he like, Wex's co-op may or may not have intentionally lost the war. I don't know. Like, he might be roleplaying that, like, the general, like, basically abandoned, like, the Duke or something. I don't know. I'm assuming it's something along those lines. You didn't? Okay.
That's the thing with early wars, it's like instantaneous, like one move and you've lost.
We don't have any proper fort lines, which makes things really difficult.
Yeah. I'm bringing my troops back from the east as well. Not that they're a lot, but still.
Yeah, I'll go to my vessels and speak.
Oh man, the Red Glade's really about to get massacred. Nice.
Where is he?
I must say this has been a very interesting turn of events. Though.
It has.
It could lead. Honestly, if we would have won this war, it would put us down a path of like dominance from a certain few nations.
It's gonna. The thing is, it's gonna result in a centralized. Also, Laurent, are you here? Did he leave? Dude, you can't be in a different VC in a war. Laurent, I need you to do something. You need to bring your navy to Varen right now. We need to kill their fleet.
The war is still going?
Yeah, of course.
Thought it's over.
Yes, Laurent can go ahead. They're still.
Laurent, can you bring your fleet? Bring your fleet to help me kill the Varen fleet. Do you know how to do that?
I can't micro now.
No, okay, your fleet at the bottom of... Yeah, you don't know how to play EU4. At the bottom, like right below, you see the fleet? You have the 20 ships?
I'm about to fight a battle for like 8
Yes, I get that. This is really important. Do you see the fleet that you have in the south right now on your coastline?
Yep.
Okay, move that out of port. When I tell you, we're going to hit them in the Bay of Wines. Are you ready? They're going for my fleet right now. You got to come. Reinforce me in the south.
Okay.
You know how to move your fleet? Okay.
Yeah.
They're cutting me off. Come down to where my fleet is. You got to back me up here.
Sorry,
Do you put it in port? Dude, you got to...
Yeah, no, but I'm fucking microing. That's something 10 times more important, sorry.
Okay.
Oh my god, what the hell is going on over there in Jewel Point Bay?
Yeah, sorry.
It's a brutal thing because in the roleplay of a game, you want to side with people and you want to like roleplay with people because of roleplay. But then there's always such like competency differences. Like the Moon Party, they all know how to play U4. They're all very good. They're very good at it. Everyone in this group, like we're all role players. We don't know how to fucking fight, man. Like Wex didn't know what the fuck he was doing. Laurent doesn't even know how to micro. Like, bruh, this is brutal.
And also, Araban and Evabar said they'd be neutral, and then they joined.
Did they?
On the Heretic. Yeah, they joined the Istanbul party to fight us. Yeah.
I made an agreement with Arborin too, and they broke it. But
yeah, what the fuck is Ambercross doing?
Joined the war. He said he wouldn't fight, but now he is.
He made an agreement, bruh.
He can't break it.
Yeah.
This is getting out of hand.
So did Arabar and Evabar. He said they'd be specifically neutral.
It's not an RP war anymore, especially not. I don't understand why anyone supports the Emperor at all.
Yeah, like why would Araban and Evabar join?
Why would support them?
Yeah, it does feel kind of messy.
It's a very messy war. There's no doubt about that. I don't know why we're paused. We don't need to be doing that.
Some sides feel like they weren't joined in for RP reasons. Like I don't understand why Araban and Evavar joined their side when they're part of the Rose Party, and they yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
You even had heavy ships, Laurent. Oh man.
Yeah.
We should have won that. We should have won.
I mean, it was Evavar and Araban, I think, which turned the tide, honestly.
Yeah. Ibervar didn't enter the war though. They're still neutral.
No. Ibervar entered.
For me, it says they're not.
It's because I think they pieced out with someone.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Dustin just forced Goward to declare war on me for no valid argument.
Did he not want to?
No.
Yeah, that seems kind of. See, I didn't get. Laurent can help us at all, so it was basically an empire fight.
I get people like on their side. To be fair, it would look like Laurent would be terrifyingly strong, but again, the thing is, like, the player. I'm not trying to be rude, but Hastings does not know how to play the game, so it's like they were not as strong as they seemed. It's just a messy war. What we need to try and do is get like an interesting roleplay situation out of the end of this. At this point, is what we need to try and do. I'm not the GC. That's going to be all on Dustin. So optimally,
I don't want to play games where someone is forced to fight for balance reasons.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like that.
We should talk about that. We should talk about that. I mean, we can make this into an
because like that's what we used to do in like casual games. Is like you'd always ensure that like okay, I'm not gonna. It is what it is. It was a call that was made. We're gonna stand by it. We'll go through the ending of this. We'll hopefully get an interesting roleplay like situation. Obviously, there'll be serious consequences. Wesdam's probably gonna get hit very hard by this, and so will the others who fought, which is fine. But again, we just gotta find an interesting way to end this.
I'm done with this war. Like yeah, I missed.
The thing is, I know they're not going to be reasonable about the peace deal, which is what I'm dreading.
I know.
It was an interesting war, that's for sure. I think it would be more fun if they just roleplayed it as like just like a Wexian fucking general betrayed the Wexer Duke and just like slaughtered our armies. Like basically a reverse of what happened in the Fourth Lilac War. That'd be kind of interesting because that mechanically that's what happened. Man, I only have one heavy at the end.
Royal Sard refused to help me. He had 20k troops. He just sat there and did nothing.
Thanks for following Digital, Dan.
Yeah, but
he just he's used this as an opportunity to take all this territory. Out of roleplay, I think I know what I'm gonna end up doing at the end of this, but yeah, this is complicated. Great Ording pieced out too.
I'm less sad. It could have been way more sided for us, but yeah.
Was it sided with us though? Because I mean, like,
we had the numbers in the beginning, but
we had the
lost
numbers.
2 straight wars, and we couldn't reinforce fast enough.
And Baron is sieging out Wesdam. All right.
Yeah. I'll need to peace now.
Well, we'll see what they want in the peace deal. They're all in a mega channel. They're discussing what they're gonna do, I think, in the peace deal. I assume it's just gonna be a situation where we get peace terms dictated. I'm just gonna accept what they are. In the roleplay, given the fact that we're about to have the capital sieged out, we've lost all of our allies in the war. We'd have to accept whatever peace deal they give us. So we'll just go that route. Is what we're gonna do.
Fucking hell. Why did it flee there? God damn it.
War in EU4 is something I've just never got my hand around. Like, I can beat the AI in most wars, but player wars I have just never. They are, I don't know. They're so fucking quick. They were very difficult.
I'm doing a freaking roleplay army because I mostly have so much cavalry.
You did all cav? Yeah. See, mechanically, for example, that's not viable, so you're not gonna win.
No.
Yeah. But roleplay wise, it makes total sense.
It's Laurent. I mean, it's Laurent. Like, I need to.
Well, Abencost white pieced. I think he slaughtered the Magisterium army first, though, didn't he? Magisterium even pieced out too. Wow.
I'll need to make peace now.
Alright, I'll just wait until they dictate it, and we'll end this.
Yeah, no, I need to make peace before they...
How do we have Durrani on our side? They got puppeted by... Laurent? Hold on, did you take all of the rain away from Great Ording? Oh, he left. Alright. It's just me in here.
Rip. Yep. Hello.
Wow, okay. There's no one left in here.
I mean, to be honest though, after that last fight,
No.
we didn't have a chance.
No, it was an
I
absolute
don't
dicking.
I don't understand what happened there.
Well, because the Wex players don't know how to. I'm like in terms of what happened with the war, the players on our side just they did not know how to fight. I think was the issue.
Yeah.
And then there was the lack, because like there was a lack of reinforcement in the west. We would have won that battle and would have like changed the whole tide of the war. Then there was the battle in the east where the Wex just threw the whole army right at that mega stack, which I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna take a really deep breath of my copium right now. It's gonna take a real long toke.
Could have done this, could
Yeah.
have done that, but
Oh yeah. No, hindsight 2020 and all that.
yeah, we could have had we had a pretty decent shot, but then
No,
you
yeah.
know we lost.
I mean,
That's
like,
fine.
I mean, in many ways, I think that we should have been the winners, but well, it just like it was a political situation, just fell apart politically, and then B, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
Hello, Wander.
I am
Wandering
James,
Traveler.
What's up,
the
Jack?
Traveler's
Tips for reducing inflation. I believe there's an estate. I'm gonna be honest, Digital Dan. I'm not good at EU4. I don't play it much. I'm more of a role player, so I just play it to role play. I think though, can you get something with like you're playing vanilla or are you playing Anbennar? Don't one of the estates have something about reducing inflation? I could be wrong.
Yes, there is. It's called. Hold on, I think I have it. It's called Control Over Monetary Policy. The Merchants Guild has it.
Control over
Reduces
monetary policy.
inflation, reduces interest, boosts production, and the only thing is it's the power costs. It's plus 5% power costs, which is okay, but like the fact that my income early game is.
You're playing as Kazan, so he doesn't have estates. Oof. I'm gonna assume you have those gold provinces that are screwing you right now, right, Dan?
He left.
Who did? No, I'm streaming right now.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I'm not crazy. Yeah, I've been talking to someone's talking my stream right now. If you don't have estates, I assume you have like the gold that's just constantly put up over time. You could get the advisor. You can get an advisor that reduces your inflation over time. So, admin points. Yeah, you can you can manually spend admin points to reduce inflation here. It's 72 admin. It's very high. You can also usually get, I think it's an admin. Yeah, you can get an administrator courtier who will also reduce your inflation over time. This one is slower, but it is cheaper in terms of your mana cost. So if you can get the advisor, I'd say you definitely want to go through that. I don't think we really need it. We only have 3.7%, which is not bad. It's really not that bad.
Oh wait, I forgot to do one thing. You're clogging up a diplomatic spot.
Oh, I'm gonna break my Ever alliances too. Because we are way over. Wex and the war, can't do that. North Lair. Do that in a minute. It was a big fucking war though. God damn.
Yeah, and I'm happy that I was on it.
Yeah, it was fun. Like in a getting your teeth knocked in kind of way. Oh, my trade fleet's gone too. Did B pick? B pick separate piece too. Wow. Alright. I know where I'm going with this roleplay. We're going to do a 180. Oh, it will. I'm not even maybe involved in it. There's a channel with like a bunch of people in it right now. They're negotiating peace, and I don't want to be in it because it's going to be cancer. So I'm just going to wait until they show up and give us the terms, and we'll just accept them. Is what we're going to do. It does, right, Samurai? That's why I wanted this. That's why I was really like supporting the idea of this big war, because it's like a succession war, right? Like where there was a tyrant on the throne, which, you know, was bad, and there was a war to get rid of them. But like, you know, it went the complete opposite way, which is fun. So I'm just hoping we don't get something like we annex all of Wesdam or something like that. Who's the mother of dragons? That's a very good question. Yep, yeah, you're not going to get into the Empire ever. Out of roleplay. So what's going to happen at the end of this is with the dishonoring of Wesdam and basically the overthrow of... Basically, Wesdam's going to be completely... what we tried to do in this war is try to get rid of a tyrannical empress because the empire is being centralized and power is being taken away from its citizens. That's what's currently happened. In the Discord, the player, he put out like a bunch of statements talking about basically centralizing reforms and basically making like a super elite circle of certain members within the empire. Given that we have failed to get rid of him and basically the whole empire supported like the super centralization of Istralor, what I'm going to probably do is ask for a save edit between session where Wesdam is annexed by Mandalore and we leave the Empire, I think is what I'm going to end up doing. So we're going to basically leave the Empire and then we're going to go west is what we're going to end up doing here. Unfortunately, in this war, we just have gotten absolutely screwed by all the Everest players. Like, when we've been doing Diplo, they've just been, like, conquering, so they took everything around us. So there's really no lands for us to still take here at all. So we have to go west at this point. Oh. What I could actually do is go west and, like, completely play a colonial nation. That actually might be fun.
Lady Mother.
Greetings.
Could you come to talk?
I'm not joining the Mega Channel, if that's what you're asking. I'm just going to wait till the peace streams are good.
Not the Mega Channel.
Yeah.
Can we go talk to Venero?
Sure.
Alright, then go there and go to follow people.
Where is Vanille at? Greetings. I was called here by Pearl Sage.
Greetings. I thought this was going to be a discussion with the Emperor. There seems to be.
So roleplay wise, what I'm basically gonna say is that Wesdam is gonna accept any peace deal. We're not gonna negotiate. She can absolutely set the terms because she had a total victory.
What's happening here?
Oh no! This why the hippos I called you was nothing related to it.
Oh, what are we here to discuss?
Yeah, Bruce want to discuss the topic of colonization.
Ah, yes. We I took the colonial pathway, but I've done no exploring because there's been so much politics, and then this giant war happened.
Hello?
So we haven't had a chance to really do that. What's up?
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
So why did you guys call me? I was busy sieging.
I wanted to discuss the matter of colonization.
If we're gonna talk between the factions, we need to wait for the war to be done, Pearl's Edge, because there's still a war ongoing. Like we can't just have this talk right now. It makes no roleplay sense.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'll be colonizing, and I need to agree something with Beneo.
You guys can talk, but for the members of the ongoing war, it would make no sense for us to be doing this. So
I can take the decisions in your place, you know.
Oh, is that
yeah,
Ranga?
they pieced. What did they lose anything? Oh, they lost their overship of south as well in Appleton. Damn, that's wild. Oh, Dan, yeah, roleplay tends to be pure chaos, man. It's a lot.
All right, the thing is that the agreement I want to suggest with Beneo is that he gets everything north of Eiffel and we get everything south.
Okay, if you guys figure it out, I'm just gonna get back to my chats.
Have a good one.
Goodbye.
All right, Beneo, how about you accept it as a provisional agreement?
Nutella-filled pancakes, goddamn. I still haven't even had my coffee today. I woke up early for this, by my time.
Oh yeah, it's morning for you guys.
Yeah, I have a habit of staying up really late, unless I'm doing shit. So. Ugh.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind like waking up early for the games, but it's kind of difficult.
All right, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do unconditional surrender. We'll just make this simple. No need to drag this out.
Would your allies agree with that?
They do. Do I have any left? No. No, just Wex. It's just me and Wex right now. Oof.
Yeah, I don't know how you lost that war, but
It's gonna be like one of those historical wars that, like, in the lore of this game would be talked about for like the rest of history, given, like, you know, they should have lost and then they just absolutely slaughtered the rebels essentially.
Can you explain me what the hell happened?
It really, in my opinion, it came down to basically all of our major players just don't know how to play EU4. Like, I think Hastening, the Lorendage player, has played EU4 maybe twice before in his life. The Wex player also just hasn't played EU4. Like, they're role players, so they just don't know how the mechanics of this game work.
Those are supposed to be like high-ranking members of the server.
High-ranking members of this... Hold on, let me explain this. High-ranking in our server is all based on roleplay. This is only a roleplay server. Everything here is based off of roleplay. We do not get... Hold on! We make an active point of saying, like, we don't factor any of your skill level into anything. Like, that's not an important part. You get what I'm saying?
That's irresponsible.
No, it's not. This is not a casual server. This is not a comp server. Your skill in the games does not matter. It is only the roleplay.
You should know at least how to play the game, even if you are really bad at it.
Oh, I fucked my fleet. I unconditionally surrendered, so I just lost my fleet. No, but we played a lot of games. For example, the Laurent player, he's very good at, like, basically every other game in EU4. So is the Wexenard player. It's just that we want to be able to have members of this community obviously play in all the games roleplay-wise. And again, like, being competent, it doesn't matter. Like, this is... If you are here for, like, skills and expecting, like, high-level quality in battle, like, there's casual servers that are way better for that, you know?
It's not the point. The point is that they are irresponsible. You shouldn't give the most important nation to players that don't know how to play at all.
They know how to roleplay, and that's what we care about. We don't care if the player on a big country is good at the game. We care if he is willing to roleplay, because that is the purpose of our games.
They roleplay terribly.
Who?
Both of them. Wex is not interested at all in his own country.
Yes, he's interested in the character that he's roleplaying in this game. Have you read any of the Anbennar statement channels?
He tries to deviate as much as possible from his country.
Because that's his roleplay. Have you read his statements?
Yeah, and what his statement suggests to me is that he doesn't like this at all.
Doesn't like what?
He doesn't like the guy he's supposed to be.
You don't have to follow what a nation is supposed to be. You can do your own thing in roleplay. That's the whole, like, reason of it, if that's what you mean.
Right, whatever. Anyway, shouldn't you go to negotiate? Yeah.
I'm not sure what to say, that, man. I unconditionally surrendered. What are they doing? They're gonna kill my fleet. Oh, wow. Okay.
To the Prince of Madelaire, I would like to propose a peace deal.
You, so in the roleplay, you have a total victory, so you set the terms and just offer it to me, and you get whatever you want.
You sure? You have
no
bargaining?
It's a roleplay war. We got completely sieged out. We lost all our allies. I have no negotiating standpoint, so I have to accept whatever you give.
That is true, but
you
can contest it. Like,
it wouldn't make any sense.
Okay.
You must abdicate the throne for your 17-year-old daughter, Rihanna, and go into exile in Atlantir. You also, before you leave, must issue a public apology for your wrongful attempt to delegitimize my rightful election.
Would this be for Reyna or Bray and Silmuna, or who do you want that going to?
That would be for Bran. Bran would have to issue a public
He
apology.
can go in exile completely fine, and given his nature as a character, he would be willing to do an apology too, so I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yep.
And Rihanna must publicly proclaim a loyalty oath to the Empress.
That she is outside the Empire, so.
She is outside the Empire?
Yes, she is not in the Empire. So, do you know the politics of Wesdam Madelaire? Madelaire, like, they got in a PU because the Reyna basically married, when they weren't supposed to, Christoph Silmuna. And so they have technically a PU in the game, but Madelaire is, like, politically independent. Sorry?
Okay.
You're ending that war right now. Like, this politics again has to end now.
we're gonna hash out defined terms. We're gonna save edit it, and I'm just gonna send you a humiliating war rest
Yes,
right now.
please
okay?
do that.
Sounds
like
good.
I said from the start,
Yeah.
it's been surrendered. You have to accept that. We can't be pausing the game.
I
for
will
50
right now. I will
Yeah.
write out a statement for
Sorry.
Brian Silmuna apologizing and stuff like that. Given that Mandalore is outside the Empire, you would not. I mean, I guess you could demand loyalty.
I would proclaim it contingent her taking the throne would be to proclaim a loyalty oath to me.
The throne of what?
The throne of Wesdam.
Wesdam, yeah.
So
like,
the daughter, like when because I know I'm doing a lot of weird role play and it mechanically doesn't make sense. Brian Silmuna is a governor; he's not in charge. Basically, Reyna Silmuna is the daughter in the role play.
She's the trueborn Silmuna.
Yes,
She's the one
Reyna
that actually
Silmuna is the one that will inherit, so she's the one that you would want the loyalty oath from.
Okay, yeah. So I want a loyalty oath from her. That's part of my conditions per the peace.
That is
with
that is
the
reasonable.
Crown of Wesdam.
Oh,
The
she's
Crown of
17?
Wesdam must
We
divide
went
by
that
the
long? Oh my god. Okay. Wow, she's actually an adult now, so she can make that decision. She is calm, so she would agree to that, yes.
I think we should go after
cool.
BPEC next for their betrayal.
I think that is a good idea.
I think you're about to die, my wife. You're 50 fucking free.
Oh.
Where is...
Oh dear.
Oh. Hey.
Alright, war's over. Yeehaw.
Peace in our time.
Peace in our
Dan,
time.
I promise roleplay tends to be better than this. It's not always this bad, man.
Where is BPEC? Can't hide from me.
Fuck.
There they are.
All right. Well, we lost clearly, very badly. We got destroyed is what we got. There's a lot of reasons for that, but at the end of the day, we are defeated. So obviously a very poor ending to that war, which one I'm fine with. I gotta really think about like what we would do in this situation, because like Reyna Silmuna's come of age. This war went so fucking long. She's 18 now, so she's an adult. I need to disinherit him or get him to abdicate, but I can't because he needs to have ruled for a while and he hasn't. When will he have ruled for 20 years? We'll abdicate him as soon as we can so we can get Reyna Silmuna in charge, but this is a complicated situation. Plus, like, while we had our back turned, there was just, like, so much fucking painting. Like, our agreements with the Ording were broken. But to be fair, they didn't get Durrani, so I guess they just figured they'd take the rest of it, which is fine. Right. We have a little bit of our fleet left. Not enough to go do anything with. I'm going to get one more light ship. We are going to start to try and colonize. I don't know if we have the range for anything, though. No, okay, we can explore. Let's see about doing that. We are actually going to start exploring. What I'm going to do, I think, is rule... But they'd probably start a war is the thing. It's such a complicated position right now, because Anbennar is basically like a mega box. Like, Anbennar is completely centralized and united right now. All behind Istralor. I mean, that might change if their leader dies, but... Like, what I would like to do optimally roleplay-wise right now is basically... have Wesdam essentially be inherited by Mandalore and make them, like, leave the Empire, but... I know we'll just immediately get warred if that happens, so it's a little bit difficult.
I'm a bit oh, never mind.
What's up?
Wait. The Great Ording, did Laurent release them after the war, or did they do that before?
Great Ording were always independent.
Oh, they were always okay, never mind, then I was completely mistaken.
Yeah. Alright, we got a lot of political stuff we gotta get figured out here, though. I need to take a second to reevaluate where we're going from here.
Arg. This is an envoy of the Shadow Council.
Greetings. What can I do for you? You are speaking with Reina Silmuna, as she is now of age. She's in charge. She's not technically in charge, but she's in charge.
Arg. Greeting, princess. You're beautiful. If the Shadow Princess was still alive, I'm sure she would be very fond of you. But, I have come here. I've come here to wonder, things have been harsh on our nation lately. We have been on the losing side of 3 wars in the past decade.
Indeed.
So, news and information is not flowing to our nation like it has once previously flown. For agents normally in charge of acquiring such information have needed to defend the city. So, what was the precise outcome of the war that we fought in? Died in together.
At the end of things, it appears that the ambitions of my mother did not come to fruition, and that the Empress still reigns in Istralor. The allies of my family, as well as that of Wex, as soon as they reached several defeats in the east, just completely collapsed, with nations immediately leaving across the board, and resulting in the current peace we have now, wherein a pledge of loyalty was remade between me and the Empress. And
I see. Us pirates, we made a deal to escape early, for we thought we saw an opportunity to enforce supremacy elsewhere. Little did we know how strong the barks of the Eberthili Navy are. Those barks, I tell you, very scary.
Indeed. Wait, was Eberthil in that war?
I don't think he was in it, but I pieced out early so I could fight him.
I think it was the Varnish Navy that you were fighting.
I did fight the Varnish Navy a bit, but that was easy. The Eberthil was the hard one for some reason.
They have don't they start off with like bonuses for naval stuff?
They got morale of navies.
Yeah, which is pretty strong.
And also they they had a shit ton of light ships, and for some reason theirs are really strong. I didn't understand. They had a lot more morale though. That's what seemed to have done it. Maybe those heavy ships helped big time.
We're still learning how to conquer the high seas.
I completely understand. It is not an easy thing to do. I am sure that despite your bad luck in recent wars, that your naval competence will surely lead you back into a strong position. You do have, the ways of a pirate are one that normal navies cannot compete with, and with time, I'm sure that you will regain your lost power and prominence.
For now, that war with Eberthili, that was the piratical brothers' war, as it shall go down in the books. And as brothers fight, they also make up. Now we stand united and stronger than ever.
Indeed, indeed. I must say, it is a shame that the former princess is still not around. I heard many, many good things about her, but her passing, as with any, was never in question.
While we already have one woman, one mortal who became a goddess in Nathaline, we do have a second woman who has ascended to prove herself as the official, the saint of Nathaline. She's been enshrined into sainthood recently. A massive statue made of marble, gold, and gems, many gems, was erected.
I hope you did not build that in Nathalair. A hub for pirates would surely have such a statue stolen before long.
Well, it's too heavy for them to move.
Could they not chip off pieces of the gold?
Well, if we didn't have our, how do I call them? We called them if I didn't have the Brotherhood of the Night guarding the statue, they would be able to, but people go for the statue and they disappear.
I can understand that. Madelair, The realm of my family, my mother, is much the same. We have a great gallows in the town square. I don't know if you have heard of it, but Madelair, of course, is known for its stability and security. And that is only due to the harshness of rule there. There's a gallows made out of great carved oak and gold in the center of Madelair, where anyone who does such things is hanged. So we can understand such an appropriate response towards criminal
Yes.
behavior.
For the Brotherhood of the Night, they hire specific night blades to make sure that nobody wants to repeat the crimes of the previous victims.
Of course.
Arg.
Arg.
They're quite artistic with their use of the boarding pike, shall I say. They can carve such intricate paintings into the flesh of those who dare try to vandalize the statue.
A fitting response, I would think.
Yes. For this woman, she did everything for her people. We were once a nation on the ropes, facing death in the eye. Not sure if our existence can be guaranteed in the next decade. And here we are now, a nation on the ropes, surrounded by enemies. Not sure if our existence is guaranteed for the next decade. But we have diamonds. Which means she did great things for us.
Diamonds, indeed. Diamonds,
Yes.
gold, mithril, they are all befitting those of great deeds and prominence.
Yes, we have more gold than we used to, so she was a great warrior, a great leader, a great lady.
Of course.
Although the only thing that we know for certain she was great at was being a lover.
Indeed.
For,
Her skill
number of-
and veracity was a well-known thing at all lands, even this far west, I can promise that.
Yes, for her number of lovers amongst the noble women. Well, we can never get an official estimate, but if I were to take a guess as one of her Shadow Council members for
course.
many years, I would put the numbers at well, it depends here. If we're talking lady really meeting other ladies, then I would say the number would have
Hold
to
on,
be
I just like to
somewhere-
clarify, we are talking about fucking, right? I just want to clarify.
Yes,
okay, thank you.
yes.
You're using a lot of
Yes.
flowery language, and I just want to make sure. Cultural differences and all
Yes,
that.
but, we just don't want to be too outward with the talking. See, these other diplomats, I've discussed with them.
Of course.
They've left now because of me. But I would say maybe around 200 women, give or take.
An impressive feat, surely.
Ah.
I suppose when one is not raiding the seas of your chosen area, one must find things to keep time at bay, I suppose.
Yes. What was even more impressive are the skills of her doctor, court doctor.
Sorry for intervening, but could I ask what the summoning call is for our magic ball is?
Sorry?
Just wondering in case. What's it called? Magic ball? No, thing we used to call each other.
Magic
Magic ball?
balls? You mean, there's a name like the spell, you mean, right?
Yeah, how to summon her through the magic glass. Oh, that was.
It wouldn't be evocation, wouldn't it be? Would it be an evocation spell to communicate?
Is that what it's called?
I'm not sure. I'm trying to remember. In D&D,
Absolutely not.
does anyone know what's the spell you use to communicate with people long distance? I know there's one. I've used it before. I'm trying to think of the name.
Called Kiss Me Through the Phone.
If only. The Lannisters just took the throne. I don't know what the comparison would be for a stroller. I'm not too sure. I don't know what a good comparison for them would be.
Maybe like a strong nation in like what's it called? In Essos? Maybe like a strong city like in Essos, I guess. It'd be kind of like
Maybe Pentos or something, I guess, but I don't know. I mean, it is more like it's tough to find a comparison. How goes the map games? Go Wilbon. But anyway, regarding the I will be honest with you. I am planning something. As you may or may not know, the former governor, my relative, I believe my elder cousin, Brian, he is going to be exiled west to Alantir. And in order to do so, he would need a ship, one well-fashioned, as our fleet has been defeated in the war, the 5th Lilac War, against the tyranny of the Empress. We will need a soloed ship to take him west. Would any of the Nothalair fleet be willing? We will pay, of course, well.
Arg. Are you looking for barks? Is that what I'm hearing? Ships that
We
can
would need quite a
withstand
few.
the open...
I do not wish for this information to get very far out, but there are many from Mandalore and Wesdam who intend to travel alongside him, so it would require probably several ships.
Alright, how many are talking here? You're looking to purchase, or you're looking for us to give you a ride?
A ride, simply.
How many ships are you talking?
I'd say, I think, how many men and women and children could be fit into a single ship?
Depends on the type of ship. I guess barks would be the biggest ships we have, and we can fit maybe how many people can fit? We can fit, well, a working crew of sailors would be 50 men, so figure you can get 150 people in there. Maybe 200.
We would need at least 10 ships then.
Arg. Well, with the galleys, you can fit a crew of, actually, the galleys are quite large. I did not realize we can fit crews of 300 people in each galley.
Still, 10 ships would be what we would request to take him west. Oh,
I have 20 ships right now.
That would be agreeable. There are many who will wish to go west. Out of roleplay, I think I figured out what I'm going to do with this game after this loss. I may switch to a New World nation under Bray and Silmuna, so we're going to do like an Exodus to the New World kind of thing. So if you... Hello?
Shut up.
Are you trying to buy my ships?
Who'd you just say that to?
To the guy who lost.
Yeah, no, don't tell people to shut up, man. Like, you don't need to be doing that. You can be polite.
I wouldn't do it normally.
Good. Well, let's make them normally all the time. So, yeah. But anyway, what can I do for you?
I think Pearlsage wanted to talk to Benail.
Okay, we can jump out of here. Let's go up to... I'll make it every VC. We can go up there. There we go. We'll do a new one. They're going good, by the way. By the way, guys, I figured out what we're doing. I'll talk about it in a minute when we're done RPing. I figured out exactly what we're going to do here. So we're raiding as Silmuna now. Let me rename ourselves. Okay, so here's the plan. One of the things that was required in that peace treaty, we lost the battle? Oh, because I don't have my armies maintained. So one of the things that was stipulated in that peace treaty from the Empress was that Bray and Silmuna, who was actually the governor, but I think she thought that that he was, I think, Reina. So if she's being exiled, I may ask to get like a nation in the New World, and basically make us be like an exiled nation from Wesdam in Alantir. I think that's what we may end up doing here. Because if he or she is being exiled, we can follow the character that we've been kind of basically role-playing and playing with this whole time, and then we could go to the New World and basically role-playing it out. Given that we're also about to go towards the New World, like just generally with like the scope of the game, it would make things a lot more interesting over there as well. So I think what I might ask for is between sessions getting a New World country, like of some sort, and then like we basically roleplay out a Silmuna in the New World, I think, or the Old World, I guess. Alantir's the Old World, not the new one. Alternatively, we might just, if the GC doesn't want to do that, we can basically just keep role-playing as Wesdam and Mandalore, and we can like build our own colony, release it as independent, and go play that. I think that's what we may end up doing here. But then again, we wouldn't get access to all the politics of Anbennar, so that's a tough one. It would be interesting.
Arg.
Greetings, greetings.
So,
before, were you asking me like if you could buy my fleet or like?
I had a roleplay. I
was
wanted
a
to
bit
use your.
confused.
I wanted to roleplay use your fleet to basically take all the exiles from Wesdam from this war to the New World and just drop them off.
Arg. There are 20 ships in the black holes that can get the job done.
Wonderful, wonderful. I'm sure a suitable fee would be arranged. Would you mind if we painted wine, or would you prefer gold? A Mandalore vintage.
Well, we are very stocked up on the Royal Sardi vintage, you see.
I had a roleplay. Do you mind if I wait to pay you? Because I have 7 loans right now and I'm making no money. Okay, cool.
I'm willing to. I'm willing to. Yes, you can defer the payment.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I understand the costs of losing and paying out money to the other pirate in Eberthil.
Of course, of course.
After
Very
they
well.
defeated me in the Folly of the Follies.
The Folly of the Follies. A good
Yes,
name?
The Folly of the Follies, erg. It was,
It sounds like a very tragic affair for Nothalair, I must say.
Arg. Of the 32 ships in the black holes that were able to unite and sail south, only 20 returned home. It was a devastating defeat, Arg.
Indeed, indeed.
But, you know, we will persevere as pirates. We will stay, what's the word? We will stay optimistic, Arg. I'm not one of those reading men, so not all the words come to me.
I understand. Not everyone is able to speak with a refined accent. In the land I was raised in, the Wine Lord country in Laurent, there was many people who spoke fine words, but oftentimes their hearts were full of nothing but malcontention and hatred. The way one speaks does not define them. Hold on 1 second. Nope. Sorry, I got an event for Metal joining the Empire.
I think there might be a glitch with Rayoel.
With who?
Rayoel. They've been fully sieged down for a very long time. It's not a player anymore, I don't think. No, it's not. It's been full.
No, he
sieged by
left.
this
He
AI.
got like screwed over by the AI or something, and he left the game, which is really sad because he was doing really good RP too.
Well, he got screwed over by Dartax Agurden, not the AI. Dartax brought
It was
in
a player.
him and- yeah, Sarian. He made some RP statement about how he like needed like humans like to assert controls, so he calls in the elves to attack the other human player.
He's not allowed to game ruin him though. Like the other guy knew that, right?
He didn't really seem to care too much. Like he was like, oh, I'm gonna go take 6 provinces off of him. It's either him or me alive in this region. Shit like that. But then, what I had a problem was he scorched earth during our big battle that we had.
Who
which
scorched
forced
earth?
The Dartax player.
That's a rule break.
If
Isn't
he
it?
scorched earth, he got everything killed, and then he, all of our stuff died because of the scorch, and then we lost from there, and then Raywell got really upset.
Yeah, no. I mean that's in our rules. You're not supposed to do that.
Well, yeah,
Did,
he was
did someone
specifically
contact the
told-
GC?
We tried. Then the whole Alec War stuff happened.
Yeah,
I don't know
there
if he
was a
got
lot
talked to about it. Like, I didn't really. But the other thing was like he was told like right at the start of the game like he's not allowed to expand right away, and then he
Mm-hmm.
declared that war with the intention of taking half the other guy's country.
He's not. Yeah, that's. Hopefully we can maybe get that resolved between games. I mean, there is only like half an hour left of this game, so maybe we can get it. But to be fair, if he got this so hard screwed, I imagine that player just will not want to continue, which is unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. Arg, speaking of unfortunate, I've just received word that there was a big explosion from these dastardly mages in my settlement of New Corvel.
Ah! You will have to go deal with that then.
Ah, who cares? Mages will be mages. Explosions happen all the time. It is just the swamp.
Of course, of course. Well, so roleplay.
Anyway.
Do you mind if I run and get some coffee? Because I gotta install our scheme after this too. So
Go for it.
All right,
You
I'm gonna
need
grab
it.
some. Oh yeah,
You
we'll be back
need
in a
it.
bit. All right, guys, be right back.
I'll be out of here. Arr.
Fucking sore.
Arg. Where's my wife? I forgot how to tie me shoes. Arg. Ah, the pirates don't need shoes. Pirates just need a blunderbuss and a boarding pike. Time to raid some more. Arg.
Hello, my name is Jack of the Wandering Merchants Travelers Guild. How are you today? Hello? Is nobody home right now? Oh. Oh, he's not here.
All right, I'm back. Got my coffee and my protein shake. I've been going back to the gym a lot. It's nice. I used to actually be pretty fit. I mean, like, strong. Like, I went to the gym a lot when I was younger. I stopped for a while, which I really shouldn't have. But I've been getting back into that over the last couple months. It's been really nice. Give it a year. I'll be yoked as fuck again. Okay. So let's try to chat with you in the RFK. Thank you, Dan. Do you remember what their name, did they say who they were, or did you recognize them by chance? Do you like where the session in the RP is going? I don't know. I'm just really uncertain, like, where I can move forward with this, because...
Hello.
Greetings!
I am Jack of the Wandering Travelers Guild. How are you?
The Travelers Guild. I have never heard of such a thing. What is the purpose of your guild?
Just trade and mostly just visiting the other kingdoms to gain knowledge of.
Of course, of course.
Spread the knowledge of many different nations.
Well, welcome to the court of Wesdam. You are welcome here, of course.
Thank you. We have many translations from a bunch of different kingdoms.
Indeed.
And we have plenty of weapons from a big war that's happened recently.
Oh, there was a massive war. You are in the court of the losers of that war. I'm sure you are aware.
I see. Well, we have many weapons from the dead corpses, many different belongings as well. We have food, we have books of translation.
Oh, so you are attempting to sell these things to us, I assume.
Indeed. For cheap prices as well. We are very cheap to sell a bunch of these swords back.
Of course,
because we have too many to care about, and not many people want to buy them.
Well, seeing as we are in times of peace now, I have personally little need for such things.
I see.
If there was a war on, I would be very interested in your proposal, but given that is not the case.
Oh, good. We have plenty of food as well. We have food. We have wine. We have.
Hold on. You mentioned wine. I am a woman who enjoys a good deal of drink. Where is this wine from exactly?
From all over the globe, from orcs to pretty much anywhere, really.
Orcish wine? The orcs make wine? This is the first I have heard of such a thing.
Well, we found some wine there.
Is this wine that the orcs pillaged and then you took, or did they brew it? I'm very interested.
To be honest, we do not know. We had to leave kind of quickly.
That's completely fair. Well, this wine, regardless of it was of orcish make or not, we would be very interested in purchasing it.
Yes. We also have wine from Rubyhold, a nation of Rubyhold.
Doris, what do they know of winemaking?
We don't know. To be fair, we don't ask questions of how. We just ask questions of how do we get it.
Of course, of course. Again, the orcish wine I'd be happy to pay good coin for. I assume you will not overcharge us.
Yes, 5 ducats for an entire case.
That we can certainly do. Though, I should probably pay back the many loans the kingdom has. A good drink of wine does sound a lot nicer. Take the edge off the recent events that my people have undergone.
Then would you like 1 cart of wine just for 5 ducats? Or
That would be agreeable. That would be agreeable.
Alrighty, we'll send you 1 cart.
Wonderful, wonderful. You are welcome to stay the night in my court as well, naturally. If you would need dwelling and accommodation.
Alrighty. Would you like any books on the world of other kingdoms or translations of languages?
Do you have anything from the west by chance? Currently, our explorers are crossing the sea. I know many are already in Alantir, but we are slowly getting there. And do you have any books upon the? We hear that there are people still dwelling there. Do you have anything upon this?
We are not so sure. We are us travelers. We don't particularly know where we are on a map. We do not have very good maps.
Ah, weren't you just offering to sell me maps?
We were offering to sell you. Well, we have maps on the pirates. We have maps on Corvia.
Corvia?
I can never pronounce their names.
Ah, yes,
we do
yes,
not.
Corvia.
We come from a forest that wasn't a part of any king. So we don't have much in education except for trading and picking up stuff from battlefields.
I understand. Yeah. Well, I think I will take the wine, and I think that there is nothing else that we desire.
Alrighty. No translation books, I take it?
No, certainly not. Unless you have anything from the west, we are not. We have no interest.
Well, we'll figure out what the west is in due time.
Very well.
Figure it out. Out of roleplay, I've just been role-playing.
The Traveler. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's so much fun. Even though I don't know where I am. Most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'll let you get back to it.
It was good speaking with you.
Good speaking with you as well.
To answer your question, Samurai, I'm very unsure. That war, I don't really know what to make of it, to be honest. We lost. I'm just trying to figure out like where we're gonna move forward with things, because like in the roleplay, Istralor has basically made it so you can't colonize without their permission, which I had originally planned on just going like a naval Wesdam in the west that colonizes Alantir and just like kind of being on the outside of imperial politics, but like I guess we can't do that now. I don't know.
I mean, just how to put this? Wait till next generation, do this again, and colonize. Or
to do what again?
Well, you have three possibilities, all right? First possibility, forget about colonizing. Second possibility, wait till next generation and start another war. Or third possibility, go talk to Moonhaven and see if he lets you take something.
I mean, the thing is, it ruins my, like, all the plans I had for roleplay, I can't do them anymore because of the way this is, like, done now. And I guess you gotta be able to adapt. It just kind of feels shitty to just get cucked out of everything I wanted to do because of that. I don't know.
Yeah, but it's what I just told you, right? You can do one of those three things.
Yep.
Anyways, whatever you decide to do, can we ally now?
Sorry?
Can we ally now?
Yes. We're still apparently rivals, but...
Yeah, you have to unrival me.
Did I don't think... maybe a while back I rivaled you. No, you have me as a... No, okay, I do have you as a rival. I'll switch that to... We'll do the Knolls. That's an easy one. Reyna's a vampire, yeah. Reyna of Mandalare is a vampire. It's going to get even more confusing now, because there's Reyna of Mandalare, who is a vampire. And then there's Reyna of Wesdam, her daughter, who is not a vampire. She's just a very powerful magic user. So... yeah, what I wanted to do with a roleplay, okay, I'll tell you guys what I plan to do. I can't do it anymore, so I'll just kind of say my general plans. What I wanted to do was basically roleplay that Wesdam colonizes Alantir. They would go west, they would get some colonies. I didn't want a lot, just a couple. And then what I plan on doing is basically over time, over probably around 100 years, since Reyna will never die, is basically roleplaying that there would be generations of Westdamian rulers who would be not incompetent, but make really shitty decisions. which is what this war was supposed to be and why we joined it and all that kind of stuff to a degree, I guess. But the plan was then that over time I was going to have the PU switch. So Madeleine is underneath Wesdam in a PU right now. And what I plan on doing is at one point Reyna would basically get so fucking sick of incompetent rulers in Wesdam that she would switch to PU and then integrate Wesdam. So it would end up just all being Madeleine. And then
let everyone know that you're a vampire.
No, that would not come out formally. But yeah. Anyway, Samurai, that's what I was planning on doing, just heads up. But I can't do it now because I'm not allowed to colonize. Like, I can explore, but I am legally within the Empire now, not allowed to colonize. Like, the reason that, like, we joined this war and fought this war is because prior to the game today, there was a roleplay statement putting out by the Empress that said, we can't colonize without the permission of Moonhaven. So, and given that we just lost the war, we're obviously not going to get it now. So it's...
Okay, but just try it, right? At least try it.
We could try and talk to Moonhaven. I'll do some RP with him throughout the week, maybe.
Try to talk to Moonhaven, and if he shows resistance to the idea, try to bribe him or something.
I'm going to abdicate Brian. Do that.
You know, negotiations.
Oh, wow. Reyna did get powerful mage. What does that mean in Anbennar again?
What?
I can do magic. Make Marquise a war wizard. Ooh.
No, don't press that.
I already pressed it. Was that a bad thing?
Yeah, your ruler is not a general, and it's more likely that he dies. I mean, she dies.
And I can't get rid of... Oh my god, she is like 10 fucking shock. Brian. No, we'll name him Lawrence.
Yeah, but now she's going to die.
Maybe I can get it unedited.
No.
Powerful mage, you have a natural way of... by the way, Pearl's Edge, is there anything else I can do for you? Did you want something?
No.
Okay.
Not really.
Alright, cool. They have natural way with the way of Arcana, far greater than normal mortal. So are the neighboring land possible? So they're aggressive, apparently. Be more likely to start wars. So, can we do magic? Oh, we can! No, we can cast siege magic. There's a magic screen somewhere, though, isn't there? I know there is, and... Yeah, cast spells. Okay. How do we... As a powerful mage, can't we cast spells ourselves? Because we can get the estates to do it. But can't we cast spells ourselves? Is there a way to do that? Could have sworn there was. Open ruler magic menu. There we go. Okay, so we can use magic. Oops. That's not what I want. Yeah, so we can trade ourselves in magic. We're talented at everything naturally. I'm going to have to look over this between the different games before next week and decide... Interesting. What kind of spells do we have? Maybe... Let's try a divination spell. No. Conjuration. Transmutation. What about transmutation spells? We're going to study. We'll study that. Cool. All right, we're studying magic currently. Yeah, so we got a really good leader. Which, we could do a lot of roleplay with this. Reyna Silmuna is a powerful mage, which means she gets access to magic, and she's really freaking strong, essentially. Is what happens with that, which is really cool. There is a lot we could do with that, too. I'm going to think between sessions about whether I want us to go, like, play, like, Brian, like, as an exile in the colonial region, or if we want to stay as Reyna and Wesdam and go down, like, this mage route. Because there's a lot we could do with that, to be honest, so.
Hey, man.
Yo, what's up?
The Selaus game after this is on, right?
Yes.
Okay, then we're gonna skip the extension. Then we're gonna end in 50 minutes.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Interesting. Is it continuous or... I need to figure out the magic system. I've never played around with it. I mean, a little bit, but not much. Alright, how many loans do we have left? 7. There are a lot. This should be made into a TV series, The Lilac Wars Part 5. Yeah, 10 shock. So she is a battle mage. She's an incredibly powerful leader. She's only 22. Can you become immortal as a mage as well? I think I heard that somewhere. Though across Holland takes many forms and is governed by many rules and traditions, one taboo persists almost everywhere: the use of living beings for experimentation. In the Lake Federation, this is sin brought down the Tyrant Queen. In Canor, it is banned by the Magisterium by punishments of summary execution. Despite this, you're sure that you'll learn much more seeing the effects of your spells on more appropriate subjects. Oh no. Do we want to practice necromancy? She is calm, and she is a powerful mage. Oh, 33% chance people find it out. We're not going to do it. She's calm. She's smart. She wouldn't do that. We need prestige to get these done. Oh, we don't have much of that. Let's rebuild the army. No, we don't have the money for that. We'll build it after we pay off our loans. I'm gonna get another idea set. We're using a mod that added a bunch of these things though, so like I need to look these over when I have the time, because I just don't know what to take here. There's just so many, and I don't have any experience with them, so I'll have to look this over. Is that a trait we get? Yeah, ruler studying magic. Expires on ruler's death, so it's just continuous. Huh. Let's look if like we got experience with it. I'm curious. No, we didn't get any XP. Strange delegations of vampires sent by another country have reached her inner council. They claim that they come here in peace and would like to establish a mutually beneficial with the upper echelons of your government. They ask permission to settle within your domain, and in return they will provide in ways that mortals cannot. We are... our mother's a vampire, so we're going to go for this. We're going to study war magic. We'll start a debate in Parliament, and we will go... We should use... mercantilism might be nice. We'll get the merchant guilds on our side. We need to show up support domestically in Wesdam, so we'll go for that. The merchants on our side are always a good thing, especially given that we don't have a ton of money right now, and we need to find ways to definitely supplant some more income. I have a 6 shock and a normal unmodded game. That is really good, Dan. Shock is really good. Fire's good in the later game, right? And shock's good in the early game, so later on that could be very useful. Don't mind me, just drinking a protein shake. A bit of a magic menu. Land traditions scorn. Lately our focus has been primarily navally oriented, true. Perhaps we shouldn't overlook the possibility of a strong army and invest more time into army research. No, we're going to focus on navy, so we'll go for that. Are any of these spells useful to us right now? Prestige. Whoa.
I have a very out of character question.
Sure.
I mean, I would love to play Stellaris and EU4 at the same time, but I don't think I will have the mental capacity to.
The Anbennar game ends in 9 minutes.
We'll wanna keep playing.
But the game ends though. I mean, like, we have slots for a reason, so that they only go for 4 hours. I mean, if you want to keep playing Anbennar in like single player, is that what you mean?
No, I meant like specifically multiplayer. Okay, well, if the multiplayer game ends, then
we are ending in we are ending in 10 minutes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, okay, so this has ended up being really interesting. So we have vampires now. We also have a battle mage, Marquise? What's the female version of Marquis? I don't know, but that is interesting. What can we do with that? We'll give more power to them, given that they're literally family at this point. Was it lagging, or did that not go through? No, it did. Okay. So... Okay, it does go up over time. I guess what happens is you get, like, events or something like that. Illusion is very good, apparently. We can farm prestige with this. That's interesting. But illusion doesn't seem very useful. Well, she's gonna prepare for she's just gonna become a pure war wizard, I think. Dereg in the estates. Dereg. I don't follow you there, Chris. We're still only 40 years into the game, aren't we? Wow. That's wild. So we are beginning to see the borders of Alantir. It's been colonized a lot already. We may end up having very little left by the time we colonize. I don't know if we'll have the range to get to these islands. I'd really like to see if we can. If we get more light ships, we could explore more, but we don't have the money for it right now. We are still very much recovering from the 5th Lilac War. And we are down to 6 loans. We had, I think, 9 at our top, so we've gotten rid of a third of them, which is solid. Mageocracy would make a lot of sense roleplay-wise, but I guess we can't do that. Yeah, like I said, I need to just sit down and look through these and see what they do. Alright, given that we're about to start the Stellaris game, I'm going to go get that set up, so I'm going to stream here. I'm not streaming the Stellaris game, because I've already been playing it a lot, and I just kind of didn't want to stream it. I don't know. I work on other stuff while I'll do it, too. I've kind of been taking a bit of a break from streaming, too, to be honest. Okay, we're going to end here. I will be back streaming next Friday with D&D. And then after that, I will be streaming again a lot. So this is the last week I won't really be streaming much. Again, I do want to finish a bunch of these videos and stuff. And then the week after is the one that I will start to stream a lot again. So you'll see me probably streaming 5 days a week again. So that being said, today was hectic. I hope some of y'all did enjoy this. I can't decide if I enjoyed this game or not. I can't decide. But yeah. Glad you enjoyed, Dan. Like I said, I'll be back with D&D next Friday. I will be playing, let's see, there will be more, obviously, Anbennar next Sunday, and then the week after that, I'll be streaming lots of Victoria 3 when that comes out. So, alright guys, have a very good rest of your day.